beautiful people. Good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey guys. Good morning. Welcome over the fam. Anybody home? If you can hear me, please say hello in the comment section. Let me see. Anybody home? Hi. Reformer, you're the first today. Welcome. Yolanda, I am so loving seeing you, sis. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? Treasure Desire, Maru, Cha. Welcome, welcome. Deborah, I see you, Uju. Billionaire Gen Z Top Babe. Your name is a mouthful. Your YouTube name is a mouthful, but you know what? Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, welcome. I'm a bit early today again because what I've been doing now is so freaking cold in the UK. Whenever I say it, you guys that live in North America are always like, Auntie B, that's not cold. Come to Montreal, it's minus 20. Come to this, it's minus 40. Not be me, Anuna. The only place I want to go now is where there is sunshine. Thank you very much. This is cold enough for me. It's minus. I'm not used to minus. I'm a girl from the tropics. All I know is heat in my life. Anything that is cold, I don't want. I don't want. Anyway, welcome. Tonight's one is gonna be fun. We're gonna catch cruise. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah. Okay. The only place I want to go now is if I can't go to Africa is to go to where Yolanda is. Our sis Yolanda is from the Caribbean, so if she's asking me to come to the Caribbean now, I'll be like, yeah, let's go. Not I beg, I know fit. Welcome, everybody. Compliments of the season. Lady Amaka, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So much love to see you. And thanks for being a member. God bless you, sis. So, give us a thumbs up before we get into because tonight's one is going to be so funny. And it's going to be, I've been doing very quickly these days. We're not wasting time anymore. So, give us a thumbs up if you haven't done that. We have about 69 people and it's only 16 likes. So 80% of people here have not liked. Please go back and like and come back in. Thank you. Thank you so much. So today I'm talking relationships again. You guys know I love relationship. I mean, what is life without relationship, right? Everything about life is centered around relationship. Whether it's marriage relationship, it's dating, parents, children relationship, work related relationship. Life is relational. Everything about life is all based on relationships. So yeah, we enjoy talking about them. Today's one is very, very funny. Those who are in the UK group and the US group will be familiar with this story I'm about to share. I think Cynthia has not been getting a lot. I need to quickly send Cynthia a message. I don't want Cynthia to miss this. Let me send Cynthia a message to let her know we're live. Hey, Cynthia, we are live. In case you didn't get the YouTube notification, I'm live now and I'm talking about that matter that we've been gisting about in the group. The person that is looking for a medical doctor wife. So join us, okay? All right, see you soon. Bye. Okay. Let me message Cynthia because she has a role to play in this matter. I hope she gets my message. Yesterday, she was saying that she didn't get the notification. Welcome, everybody. Let's get into it. Give us a thumbs up, then I'll get into it. People say that I do waste a lot of time before I start, but there's a reason. It's because I want more people to enter. Because when I start it now, I don't want to go back. I don't want to repeat myself. If people think that me, moi, that I'm not a pressure person, you know how I always say that God is working on my patience. I say it all the time that God is working on my patience. I think I've arrived. When it comes to the patience department, I think I finally arrived. God has done the work, the good work in my life. Because by the time I finish sharing this story today, you will understand that it took a lot of patience for me to be able to engage with this individual. Honestly, it's not my mind. Okay. So, what am I talking about today? I'm talking about, when you want to marry someone, you want to date for marriage, you're saying, I like you, I want to marry you. How important is that person's job? Because women are usually the ones that are accused of being a gold diggers and all that. Hmm? Kukwa, you went to Jamaica and you just came back a few weeks ago. Really? You didn't take me? Ah, Charlie, me and you were not friends anymore. I thought you loved me. How do you go to somewhere as beautiful as Jamaica without taking your sis here? You left me here in the cold. No, Kukwa, me and you were fighting now. I'm not happy with that. You should have invited me. So, what we're dealing with today is a case of a brother who said that they want only a medical doctor for a wife. I'm going to read it. It's a long conversation, oh. And by the time I finish reading it, you will understand what I'm saying, that God has finished the good work of salvation in my life. I am patient. I am strong. I'm resilient. I'm beautiful. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. See, I'm even making words of affirmation now because of how this matter reach. Oh my God, oh, Kukwa, you giving me super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, God bless you. That's so kind of you. You are trying to bribe me for not taking me on holidays, right? I accept. I'm in Nigeria. I accept the bribe. It's acceptable to me. Thank you so much. God bless you, my darling sis. I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm making words of affirmation now to tell you that I've arrived. Mm, in that place called patience. I've arrived. It's okay, Kukwa. I was only teasing you. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Anyway, I was sitting on my own, jejeje, minding my business. So, Kukwa has bribed me. Yes, I'm in Nigeria. I take bribe. Come on, guys. What are you talking about? Nigerians are known for taking bribes, so it's no new. It's no big deal. I'm being true to myself. This is me being true to myself. You cannot judge me for being true to myself. Ah, ah. Hey, Timothy, welcome, my darling. Oh dear. Lady Amaka, welcome. So I was sitting on my own, minding my business, jajaja, thinking of Gistmas, thinking about life, 2022, what God has done, thanking God for life and everything, and projecting myself for 2023 and all that good stuff. Next thing I saw a message. Cynthia has seen my message. She's seen my message. I don't want her to miss this one because she missed yesterday. You see, she didn't get the notification. Cynthia, do you see how much I love you? I'm taking a break from a live stream. I'm actually streaming live now. And I'm here texting you or sending you a voice note to let you know that we are live so you don't miss it. This is love. Oh, yeah, jump in. Oh my God. I was minding my business over the farm. I did my own. You guys know I'm a good girl. I mind my business. Woman shock by mini on the 2nd of December 2022. Mm? Kukwa, God bless you. We Ghanaians and Nigeria, now, Ghanaians and Nigeria are like brother and sister. We have our issues, we fight, but we love each other. We are brothers and sisters, honestly. So somebody sent me a message on WhatsApp. They took my WhatsApp number from the show and sent me a message. And this is what this brother said. Okay. I'm reading from WhatsApp. Okay, I can't face it because I don't want his number to show. Okay, I would have shown you, but it's from WhatsApp. He said, "Good day. I am a fan of yours. Kindly help me out. I want to be married next year." Simple message, right? They want to be married. There's nothing wrong in that. I don't do, relationship, hookup, or whatever you call them. Matchmaking. I don't do matchmaking. I think I've announced it here openly that I don't do matchmaking anymore. The reason is because I tried it didn't work. It's too complex. So I washed my hands off it. I said, no, this is not working for me. So I left it. I allowed people to meet themselves wherever they can find themselves. All right, I don't do it anymore. I don't. In fact, I was referring people to Omoye. Omoye started doing matchmaking. I don't even know how far she's gone with that now. She too, she would have seen that it's not an easy thing. I don't know if she's been able to matchmake anybody. I did it for about a year and nothing came out of it. Nothing. All right. So I'm not matchmaking anybody anymore. So I said I have an auto response on WhatsApp. When you send me a message, if I'm not available, the auto response will just, it will deliver a message to you saying, "Thank you for contacting Obodo TV. Please leave us a message. One love." Straight to the point. No long thing. Hmm? And then the guy now sent a message and said, "Guys, listen, oh, this thing and a long thing, but I promise you, it's going to be very entertaining." Hmm? Cynthia, you are looking at reports. Who reports? If I beg, leave reports, Jared. Tomorrow is another day. Come and join this conversation. I'm talking about that brother who wants to marry a medical doctor. You all right? What do you want? The AirPods. Ask him. I don't know. And then he said, "I need a medical doctor between the age of 21 and 25. Hmm. The request don't start to. He said 21 and 25 years old. I'm a tall, skinny. Okay, I need a tall, skinny lady. Specification 5'2" to 5'5". I'm thinking 5'5", 5'2". That's quite short. So it tells me that this brother is short. 5'2" to 5'5". 5'5" is not tall. 5'2" is not tall. There's nothing wrong in it. I'm just saying. Anyway, he said he's looking for a tall, skinny lady who is between 5'2" and 5'5", white, black, or Asian. Yes, medical doctor at 21. They descended from heaven. And he said, "I live and work in America. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in law. I am a Nigerian from Southwest, Ondo, to be precise, and Ondo people and Ekiti people. They know how to go to school. That part of Nigeria, every house you go, there's a common joke around Nigeria that any house you go to in Ekiti State, there is a professor. So those people they go to school a lot. We know that, right? Hmm. Okay. And he went on to describe himself and said, "I attended Ibadan. That's University of Ibadan. That's the oldest university in Nigeria. And he's also attended my own alma mater, which is Obafemi Awolowo University and Unilag. These are the three best what I mean, those three can easily sit among the three best universities in Nigeria back in the day. I don't know about now. So only him went to all these universities, right? Okay, oh, listen, oh, it's gonna get interesting." He said, "I read law and I'm a gospel musician and multi-instrumentalist. I play piano, sax, guitar, violin, drums, etc. I am slim and dark, 6 foot." Okay, he's 6 foot, so he's not short, he's 6 foot, he's a tall guy. He's just looking for a petite wife. "And I'm looking for ladies either in the UK, US, Europe, or Asia." Asia, Europe, UK, US. So he's spreading he's spreading where he's looking for. He's very, very wide. So you cannot say he's only. Ha. So I responded. I was intrigued because even though I don't know matchmaking, I was kind of intrigued with his brother. I said, "What is your job? I mean, what do you do for a living in America at the moment?" Because remember, he said he has all these university qualification that he went to Unilag, he went to Ife, he went to Ibadan, and that he has masters in law. So I said, "What do you do?" Because he went from being somebody who has a master's degree in law from, "I play saxophone, I play guitar, I play drum, I play bass." I'm like, okay, what has that got to do with anything? So I needed to ask him what he's doing because he was specific in his request that he's looking for a medical doctor. And he said, "Thanks. I do music and other jobs for now. to enable me get qualified to practice and teach law as a university professor in the US. You do music and other jobs to enable you qualify, and you are looking for medical doctor. I replied, this is a long conversation, guys. Be patient, oh. I told you that I've arrived my destination of patience. Mhm. Okay. I said, I see. Sorry, I don't do matchmaking, but good luck on your search. Then he said, thanks, God bless you. I said, amen. Then, curiosity, and to be curiosity. And after I should have just left it there, but me self, I find trouble. I say, but why do you want a doctor, a medical doctor specifically? I needed to know, because it's rare for you to see people can say they want to marry, they can say this is the age bracket I want, but for you to specify that you want a medical doctor, I was curious. Why do you want a medical doctor? Specifically, I asked him. Then the uncle replied and said, thanks, I am a lawyer. One man, one woman. I hate polygamy, side chicks, etc. I love God and I have a ministry. Note that, you say I have a ministry. All right. As a matter of fact, a lot of people in the groups thought it was APC Bishop that was sending this, but I don't think he's the one. This is not his MO. He said, no side chick, no, I hate polygamy, I love God, and I have a ministry. And I want to help other people and humanity in the area of law, medical and spiritual deliverance, church, business investment, and marital family life. That seems very, very broad. I was confused. You are a lawyer, but at the moment you are not working as a lawyer. You are working as a gospel singer, or you are playing drums. And now you are looking for a doctor to marry because you of ministry. So I said, great. No problem. And then he went on to say, I need a partner that is born again genuinely and Christ-like, heavily focused, with love for kids, children, and homely, with some cooking skills, because I am a great cook. I'm a great good cook. I'm reading it word for word. So I replied him after I digested everything he said. I said, you don't need a doctor, my brother. You don't need to marry a doctor for your mission. If you have a vision to do ministry, when it comes to, doing a missionary job, you don't need to marry a doctor. You can, I said, you need what you need. I said to him, I said, you don't need a doctor to do your mission. You need a godly wife. And I said, FYI, for your information, doctors are also looking for higher paying men. So be advised. I said, Ireo. Then he replied me and said, I have passion for medical ministry, where I want to invest my money to helping people in the US and in Africa and Nigeria. So I said to him, I say, bro, I understand your passion. Please hire a doctor. You don't need to marry one, bro. That's what I said to him. I kid you not. I say, hire a doctor. If you want to go and do ministry, you don't need to marry a medical doctor to do it. Just hire one. All right? Medical ministry. That's what he said, though. I think medical ministry, he means is going to places and offering like medical assistance for free to people who don't have access to medical care. This matter long go. Mokuna, listen. So I think because I say you don't need a doctor, you don't need to marry a doctor, bro. Hire a doctor. I think I may have offended him. He went into a very long, plenty story. And this is what he said. He said, my sister, you don't understand. You are seeing my request only from your own side and perceptions without considering my journey, ambitions, and what I have been through. How will I know what you've been through? You didn't tell me what. Till now, this person I'm talking to, I don't know their name. I don't know his name. So how will I know what you've been through? You didn't tell me. And because it got under my skin and annoyed me so much, I decided, you know what? I'm going to make content out of it. Because of the time and energy I put into this conversation, this is good content. And that's the thing, the beautiful thing about being a content creator, you can turn anything into content. He went on to say, my sister, you don't understand. You are seeing my request only from your own side and perceptions without considering my journey, ambition, and what I've been through. I'm not looking for ATM woman or retirement benefits, as you have programmed your mind and mindsets. I was doing PhD in Unilag before relocating to America, so I am not a failure or dropout, okay? If you really want to help me in life, you can, meaning God has sent you. But if not, it means we are not on the same page and does not want the best for me or wish me well. At this stage, you can't dictate or advise me on what I want for my life. It is well, ma. Thanks and God bless. You know Yoruba people, eh? The thing, I love Yoruba people, I swear down. I love Yoruba people. Yoruba person can, they will first of all be using ma for you and be one mama kule for you, but they will be washing you with insults. At the same time, they will tell you with all due respect, then they will wash you. Wait till I talk. I say, if you want to do ministry, you don't need a medical doctor wife. You can hire a doctor. Why do you need to marry a medical doctor to do ministry? Romari, God bless you. It's because of people like you. He said that we have too many doctors here. That's why he came to meet me. Oh yeah, let me continue to read. You know, thing ring can come. Now never say anything. So I decided to, I took it in and I reflected. I was like, Brie, God has worked on your patience. You are patient. You are patient. You can deal with this. Don't allow him to get under your skin. Show him understanding. Show him kindness. Jesus kindness. Show him. So I said, okay, bro. I sent him a message. I say, okay, sorry if I may have sounded insensitive. But I want to ask you a few questions first so that I can understand your situation better. Because you said that I don't know what you've been through, right? Okay. So I started asking basic questions that you normally ask when you meet people. Chibi is asking me to matchmake him. So I need to know a little bit about him. I said, how old are you? Number two, I said, do you have a green card in America? Number three, I said, do you have accommodation? Four, when did you arrive America? Yeah. I said, do you own your own car? And number six, I say, are you able to provide for yourself and a wife? Because he's talking about marrying next year, right? And number seven, I asked him again, why are you looking for a wife or you are looking for a medical doctor? Because I need to know. Me, I've never seen where somebody will say, I'm looking for this profession. Is it the job you want to marry or is the woman you want to marry? I don't know. If it's a woman, they will say the woman is she's a gold digger, right? Okay. I asked him all those questions. These are the answer. Listen very carefully, oh. All the questions that I asked, this is the answers that I got. He said, okay, thanks. I told you I live and work in the US. So that can't be without a green card. I once worked in American embassy in Nigeria. Okay. I guess that answers the question of whether you have a green card or not. Number two, he said, I enter America from day one with green card, even if my medical doctor wife wants to remain in the UK, Europe, or Asia because of her job or other matters, I don't mind. I just want to be married to a medical doctor. Heck by me. You just want to be married to a medical doctor. Anywhere she lives in the world doesn't concern you, whether it's UK, Asia, anywhere. Even if it's long distance, you don't care. As long as she's a doctor. I'm a ring call. I said. Then the third answer he gave, he said, also, I have never been married before. I have never had kids or removed any pregnancy. I've never impregnated a lady before. I am a staunch born again Christian. And then he said, see that level of discipline. That made me giggle a little bit. How people can always assume that because they are born again and they are in church, that makes them qualified to be husband material or wife material. It's funny. He said, see that level of dedication. I don't have any child. I've never impregnated a woman. See the level of dedication that I have. I'm keeping myself for Jesus. Is it easy to keep yourself for Jesus? How many of you here now, 368 people watching that have not liked, can you say you are keeping yourself or that you kept yourself before you marry? I put my hands up. I didn't keep myself before I married. I was having boyfriend up and down. I'm not going to come and lie to you here and say I was practicing chastity. I didn't do la 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 la. Mm-mm. I was not a virgin. I was knocking. Oh my God. Ah, the fact that you're a virgin or that you're abstaining does not make you a good person in marriage. Okay, it's got nothing to do with your attitude. I think people say that because they feel like it's going to make them look pious, like I'm holy. Your holiness is between you and God. It doesn't make you a better person. No. Okay, let's continue. I've not finished though. Let me continue to read. Number 4, he said, I live in my own house and accommodation. Number 5, he said, I used to have 5 cars, but I've reduced them now. But he didn't tell me to what he reduced them to. 5 cars in America? I bet, don't you people pay, you don't pay car insurance in America? Because my car insurance is £1,400 a year. No joke. That's what I pay for my car insurance. So if I have 5 cars, that's times 5. Will I live? Will I have money for anything in my life if all I'm doing is paying car insurance? Hey, Joe. How can you even afford 5 cars in America? I don't know, but that's what he said. Mm? He said, I used to have 5 cars, but he's reduced them now. But he didn't tell me the number. Number 6, he said, my intending medical doctor wife does not need to buy, struggle, or bring anything. Everything is provided, even for the unborn child. Number 7, he said, I live in a high level area in the US. Number 8, he said, I have registered businesses, etc. Number 9, he said, I am a humble, quiet gentleman. Then he warned me, please don't try to mention my name in your program. This person has not told me his name. How will I mention his name? By me. Since I've been reading this, did you hear any name? Now he's warning me I shouldn't try to mention his name. He said, don't try to mention my name in your program, live or recorded program. I hate publicity. That's why I don't comment on your live programs. But I'm hooked and addicted to all your programs. I listen to your program even when I am free and cooking and washing stuff every day. Number 10, he said, kindly do this for me, and I will forever be grateful to God and for you for allowing God to use you for me. Number 11, also remember, blackmail don't enter. Listen to this. He said, also remember that you and Daddy were introduced by someone. God used someone for you too. You see how he sneaked that in? You see how I sneaked that in because I mentioned on one of our lives, and this has taught me a very big lesson. It's taught me a big lesson. Information is power. What people you know against what information you give yourself about people, they will store it. Yes, they will store it, and then when the opportunity presents itself, even when it's not related, they will sneak it in and use it against you. So we're doing a show one day, and somebody said, "How did you meet your husband?" I said, "Oh, a mutual friend introduced us." You see what this person is doing now? He's using it now that after all, somebody introduced me and Daddy Wa. When Daddy Wa said he wanted to marry, he was not looking for it. I was not. In fact, I was just graduated. I didn't even have a job. Daddy Wa didn't say he was looking for a pharmacy or doctor or engineer. He was looking for a wife. So how does that correlate now that is, you see how he's bringing my situation into it? That after all, somebody introduced me to Daddy Wa. So, hey, fear God, and you claim to be, you're abstaining. You're abstaining in your flesh, but this thing you are doing now, this is not abstinence. because you just brought in somebody that knows nothing, something that is totally irrelevant, and then you use it because you are trying to get me to introduce you to all the many doctors I have here on this platform. Wow. After all, somebody introduced me and Daddy Wa. Hmm. Yeah. Introduction is something that happens everywhere in the world. People meet people through people. It's no big deal. So, but it's your intention. What are your motives? Hmm? When they introduce you. You say you are looking for a medical doctor, Sha. I tried to tell you that you need a wife, not a medical doctor. You say, la, 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 la. That me, I don't mean well for you. That's why I'm not wishing you a medical doctor. That you must marry a medical doctor. Anywhere in the world they are, is medical doctor you want. Egba mi o, Aladugbo. Save me. Hmm. After I finished bringing that one, I didn't like that, honestly. I didn't. Because I felt it was totally not necessary for him to say that. Okay? If you were half the man that Daddy Y is, then we will not be having this conversation. Honestly. Mm. We will not be having this conversation at all. Number 12, he said, by this time next year, I want to share my testimony on my marital life. Since I got to this country 7 years back. Since I got to this country 7 years back. Hmm? I have never kissed or slept or even dated any girl. 7 years. No kissing. No wonder. No wonder your head is whining you. Winning. There's a reason. That's why you are calling my own daddy wa. You are bringing my daddy wa into your after I told you I'm not doing matchmaking. You are calling my daddy wa. Of all the things he said, that's the one that pained me. You are bringing my daddy wa's matter into your medical doctor wife search. Chai. Okay. He said he's not kissed anybody. Oh. He wants to share his testimony in a year's time. 7 years in America, I've never kissed with any woman. I've never slept with anybody or dated any girl. Okay, if you say you've not dated any girl, what about boys? Because you know in this part of the world, it's not only girls you can date boys. So we need to know, you need to establish that. Okay, you may not have dated a girl. Have you not dated a? Have you? What about the other gender? Because they are available too. Oh. Mhm. God shares my witness and testimony. It is well, ma. You see how I ended it with ma. This is what I was saying. The Yoruba people, they'll be using ma, even when they're insulting you. Hey, it is well, ma. Thanks and God bless. Hmm. Did you notice that in all this episode that this brother wrote, he didn't still tell me his age? I just asked him his age. He still didn't text me. So in case he forgot, I went back and said, you forgot to tell me your age. And then I said, how will I even mention your name when I don't even know your name? Also, what state are you in the US? Then he came back and said, oh, thanks. I am in Texas. So all of you in Texas, watch out, oh. There's a brother. There's a brother from Ondo State that is looking for a medical doctor wife to do ministry work with him. And then he said, everything I tell you is true. I want a medical doctor wife to be, my medical wife to come from obodooyinbo family or links. Obodooyinbo family links. Networks. This is the best YouTube channels, education, intelligence, barita, social, etc. But if obodooyinbo fails me, then I will carry my search and go look for other YouTube channels. I love your program and all the great people, the great good people on your channel. He still didn't answer the question. I said, Ogbeni, what is your age? I asked him again. Then finally, this guy said, Auntie Brie, thanks. Oh, I thought you don't like me, but I'm glad you are still with me. I'm watching your program right now, Cohabitation. Nylon bag or Ghana must go marriage. And I totally understand and agree with you. As a serious born-again Christian, I'm right on your side. Auntie Brie, by now you should know that even age plays important role in marriage, yet it doesn't make a successful marriage. Shengbo. I am not too young nor too old. Also, the age thing should be between me and my intending medical doctor partner. Now, they hear something. I still need to pray about the person if she is God's perfect will and not permissive will. I need to carry out and do my own investigation, physical, spiritual, and medical, etc. All I asked is, what is your age? Till today, I no see age. He's looking for medical doctor wife. He's looking for Bodo farm that will lick him because when he's watching, I don't know if he's going to watch this now or later, but bro, if you are watching, do you know what I think about you? I think that you are delusional and there's something not right with you. Honestly, and this is coming from a good place, honestly. Yeah. There's something not quite all right with you because I spent my time days, see chats from 2nd December, the last chat where I finally blocked him because I had enough. No, 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 I couldn't do it anymore. The last chat was that the last communication I have with him when he was talking about how nenemi, according to Benin people, nenemi, how he has to pray and do his own investigation, how age has got nothing, he's neither too young nor too old, was on Sunday. What's Sunday's date? Let me check Sunday's date and tell you guys how long I was patient for. That's why I say by the time you finish, you will understand. Yeah, 11th. Sunday the 11th. From 2nd to 11th, we're chatting on WhatsApp about. So, my people, he claims to be an Obodo fan, but man, I don't know. I think this is just one of those people that watch our show. He takes what he wants and runs with it. He probably thinks because we have a lot of doctors here, people like Ife, Romari, Dr. Emeran, and so many other doctors who are female here, that this is the best place. Did you see how he said, if you don't help me, I will take my search and go to another YouTube channel? Egbami, is YouTube now a dating channel? Is it a dating platform now? Hmm? Kadirati say put his name on Truecaller. We will know his caliber. Oh my god. I don't even need to. Why? Hmm? Bumi, Shori, you see I'm sweating. You see how this guy stressed me? Over 1 week he was stressing me. Eh? That he wants a medical doctor. He wants doctor. No, is either a doctor or nothing. What is your job? I play instruments. I have a PhD. I was doing PhD in Unilag before I came to America. 7 years I've been in America. I have not dated any woman. I have not kissed any woman. The fact that you don't date, you don't kiss. What about the soapy you are doing? You are not doing soapy. Oh my God. Maybe some people will be impressed, but honestly, no, I'm not impressed. Mm-mm, I'm not. So the conversation I want us to have tonight is, how important is occupation when you are looking for a husband or a wife? Is the occupation of the person, is it relevant? If so, why? I want to hear from you guys. You see how I'm sweating in this winter with all my turtleneck that I was wearing. After I finished reading all that epistle, now look at how I'm sweating. Hmm? Egbami. And you fans, Egbami. I had another one. And you fans. And you fans, Egbami. Egbami. Oh my God. Mariro. Morinko. Medical doctor wife. Is either a medical doctor or nothing. He said that me, I don't wish him well if I don't want him to marry a medical doctor because it is planned, because he has ministry in mind. He needs someone that will follow him and do ministry. Egba, me and your fans, please come into the studio if you want to contribute to this and tell me. When people say they are actually searching, especially, let's talk about, courtship in the church. You want to go and look at the job the person is doing. What signal does it give out when you are looking not at the character of the person, not at their family background, not about their values as a human being and as a Christian, but you are looking at their job? Kemiti, and you doctor Egbami. Egbami. Okay, I'm taking calls now. Yeah, Chinwe, you were here a minute ago. You've disappeared. Come back. The link is in the comment section if you want to join the conversation. Is the job of your spouse important? And if so, why? Why would somebody be looking for a partner? You're looking for somebody to marry, and you are saying he must be a medical doctor. And then you start to say, and you know the funny thing about this? Some women will actually fall for this. Mm, they'll fall for this. When somebody said that, oh, I've been in America for 7 years, I've not dated, I've not slept with anybody. I've kept myself. If you are keeping yourself, you are keeping yourself for Jesus. You are not keeping yourself for me. Please. Don't do that. No, it's a red flag. As a Christian, if you are born again, spirit filled, yes, you are supposed to keep yourself, both man and woman, but don't use it as a yardstick to get people to fall for you because you are keeping yourself. Who knows why you are keeping yourself? Some people keep themselves intentionally, not because they are even Christian, because they cannot do. Because they cannot do. Banana is not working. Then they will go and, be doing, I'm not, I'm keeping myself, the day of wedding. Now come and hear that banana is not working. Yanka, go to, I keep referring to Pastor Shola's word. You need to go there and see what is going on. Thank you, Sis Jivola. I decided to put my face today because I wanted to just like come out and this brother stressed the hell out of me. Ondo people, you people owe me for the stress that this your brother has caused. I have PhD. I was doing PhD. What is PhD in Nigeria? People have PhD up and down in Nigeria. It's no big deal, man. No, it's no big deal. Women are not looking to marry somebody that has PhD. They are looking at somebody who has the characteristics or somebody who can, complement and make them happy. Somebody who understands emotional intelligence. Everything I've read from that chart, there's zero emotional intelligence. I'm asking you of your age. You are telling me of how you have 5 cars before in America and you've cut down. How you registered businesses. Anybody can register business anywhere in the world. What are the business doing? Are you making a profit? What is your account balance, or have you thrived in those business? All those things don't matter. They don't matter. The single question I asked him that I didn't answer for 1 week of chat, this brother did not tell me what is your age. I asked what is your age. I no get answer, my people. So this is how this Ondo born again brother that is a born again. I've never been married. I've never impregnated anybody. I've never kissed a girl for 7 years. Congratulations. So there are so many lessons in this. Okay? No, talking seriously now. There are so many lessons. Whether you are a Christian, you are a non-Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a pagan, whatever religion that you practice, the lessons that we need to look at is, what are people actually looking at when they are looking for a life partner? What are the things that you are looking at? What are the things that matter to you? What is important? What is important to you? The only thing I can tell from this Ondo brothers Kini, his chat for over 1 week of him stressing my life, is that he just needs a medical doctor. It's almost like people who grow up and they have this mindset that, okay, oh, I'm going to marry, I'm going to marry a doctor, I'm going to marry a lawyer. You know, the profession in Nigeria, when we're growing up, the only profession your parents want you to be is doctor, lawyer, engineer, accountant. What has the profession of the person that you're supposed to marry, what has it got to do with anything? I don't understand. Please, this Elayemi, Dr. Temiti, it's you people that are causing all this wahala now. All these intelligent and assertive women in this platform. That's why Ondo brother, they are looking for doctor now. When they doctor all the time. See, you're laughing.
First of all, hello, Buddha Farm. Hello, everyone. As you, but I hope bad.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ sún mi.
Oh,
Wọ́n á gbọ́ pé
please.
ọ̀rọ̀ súnyàn. I did all my Christian. If I became Catholic overnight, I was saying, "Hey Mary," overnight.
Oh my gosh. I was just on here trying to file some blood test results, and I was just laughing my head off like, For hey now, wow. Yeah, I think yeah, it's he actually made us laugh. It's a very, very good one. So yeah. At least so we can distress,
You
de-escalate.
no
Can
no,
you
you
hear
are
me?
a doctor now. You are married to a doctor. Did you plan to marry a doctor? Or it just happened coincidentally.
Um, well, no, to be, for me back then, for me it was more like, we're always working and we're always busy. And so now the person when you see now and then you go marry, right?
Mm.
And really I wouldn't lie, I was just more like, okay, I needed someone who would understand the schedule,
Mm-hmm.
who would understand that sometimes I might not be at home overnight. I might be busy, you might have to do the school runs and it's fine. So I
Mm-hmm.
made sure, yeah. So probably that might have contributed to me saying, okay, probably a doctor would understand better because, especially when you're doing postgraduate training, and it's crazy. It's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
crazy, yeah. So
Anything that has to do with your profession is not easy. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. So sometimes I know, especially with that patriarchal thing going on. Sometimes some men might be like, "Now only you own too much," that kind vibe, right? So yeah, I'd say maybe for me that kind of played a bit of a role. But even if I'd gotten somewhere else, probably that really would understand and knows that
Oh
this,
yeah. You can
yeah,
also see other men who are not doctors. They will understand as a
exactly,
doctor you need to work shifts. It's just like
exactly.
nurses. You don't need to marry a nurse.
If
It's
you
the nature
can't
of the
cope with
job.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you should understand that way sometimes you have to go for courses. The fact, because some people feel like, oh, because you're this, you study that. Now every time they read book, do you understand? So someone
Mm.
should know that, yeah, you have to be abreast, you have to still be studying, you have to do all those other things. Yeah. So if they do understand, that's fine. But for me it was just, where I found love now. That kind of
What do you
thing.
think
So
about this Ondo brother that
I
wants a
know.
medical doctor or nothing? It's like, is medical doctor or nothing?
Oh, I know. I think this guy, he's got other plans. Like all what you said about him was just quite clear. He is just looking for something else. I don't think.
Did you notice how he was,
Yeah,
edging when I say, what's your job?
exactly.
You came to America 7 years ago. You were telling me about, past glory, how you were doing PhD in Unilag and you didn't finish it. You want to become a college. You think people don't understand about
He
this?
was just looking for a retirement plan or something like that. That
But
that that was just clear from what he said. So,
but you know that it's one thing to dream.
mm,
Sometimes, unfortunately, some people have dreams that will never be fulfilled in this part of the world.
yeah, yeah.
So because you
Mm.
came to the US, and I'm not saying your own will not be fulfilled though, brother Undo. I'll call him brother Undo because I don't know his name. Even if I knew your name, you if you knew me well, you will know that I'm not going to come out here and push your name out there. I understand confidentiality, but you have trust issues. That's why you cannot even tell me your name. You can't tell me your age. Something as simple as age.
Exactly.
No one
So
there.
I think he was just being sneaky. He was just being sneaky.
No, I
Yeah.
don't trust him. I'm
No,
sorry.
oh,
Timothy,
clearly. Too
hold
many
on,
red
hold on.
flags. Mm.
Yeah, hold on. There's a man in the studio. Let's hear from him. Brother Ladipo. Oh, parí o. Brother Ladipo ti sá o. Abi,
Bros,
is it the
Emma
one?
Salon.
Emma
Emma Salon
sá.
now.
Bọ́lẹ̀
Emma
wá.
Bo.
Padà wá. We need to hear from you. I heard you. I saw you know the. Abi, is that him? I don't know, but I blocked him on my WhatsApp. No, he's just my life, honestly, telling me that if I don't introduce him, that he will go to another YouTube platform. YouTube is not that. Go to Pastor Shola is doing matchmaking, and guess
Pastor
what?
Shola
Pastor
would
Shola
tell
will
him off,
charge
right?
you.
He,
Pastor
no,
Shola would charge you, which he should,
but
because
Auntie
it's
B,
not easy.
no, Pastor Shola would tell him off. He would tell him the truth that you're being delusional. You think Pastor Shola wouldn't even give him
Okay,
an
brother
ear to?
Ladipo is
Yeah.
back. God bless you, brother Ladipo. Your internet is working in Jesus' name. Brother Ladipo,
Ó dà pé
hello.
Èkó ni bọ̀dá wà o.
Ṣé kò lẹ́wà?
Èkó ni bros wà.
Hello. Somebody is snoring. God, ẹgbà mi. Chineke.
Àbí
He's not snoring.
níbo la tún já sí báyìí?
Hello. Uncle Ladipo, ṣé ń gbọ́ wa? Okay. All right. There's serious snoring going on. It's like someone is sleeping there. I don't know. Hello. Can you hear me? Ladipo. TBT, you laugh too much. All this your giggling.
Hello.
Brother
Hello.
Ladipo came out. Hello, sir. Hallelujah, sir.
Hello.
Welcome. We can hear you.
Good
Yes, we can hear you.
evening, and to be.
Hello, Brother Ladipo. How are
I'm
you? Are
reaching you
you in
from Nigeria.
Lagos?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes. Where are
Uh,
you?
I'm not in Lagos. I'm somewhere in Ogun State, Nigeria. I'm
God
in
bless
Ogun
you.
State,
God bless
Nigeria,
you.
part of Ogun State.
Oh, that's all right. That's Obasanjo State.
I'm connecting from
Welcome.
Nigeria. Great.
Welcome, sir.
Ah, Obasanjo is in Ottawa.
But that's Ogun State as well now.
Obasanjo is in Songwater. Baba Yabo
Uh,
himself.
yes.
Yeah, it's Ogun State now. It's actually called the Gateway State, you know. It leads
Mm,
to many states: Lagos, Oyo, Ondo, Osun.
I know Ogun State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Which
to
show you having
Emeko.
tonight? I think,
Yeah, I've been to
yeah.
Abeokuta.
Wow, Imeko is close to
Ime-
Benin Republic now. It's like a border town to
yeah,
Benin
Emeko
Republic.
is the celestial city. Yeah, so I've been
Imeko
there.
is a border.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very close to Benin Republic. It's a border town to Benin Republic,
I see. I
just like
see. Go
Songwater
ahead.
too.
Okay, did you
Yeah,
hear what we've been talking about,
yeah.
Brother Ladipo?
I jumped into the show in the middle, but
Okay.
I think I have a clear idea of what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the easy access to social media globally now allows for all manner of characters to just jump in and chat randomly with people. So I think to an extent you have to be careful the time you spend with people that you can't really identify them properly. You can't really profile them and what they actually want.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The point you're making, I actually put a comment on the occupational part on the YouTube chat room. I think
Yeah.
occupation matters because in any relationship, of course, the two parties, you have to decide that you have to work to keep the family going. Do you get? You have to work to keep the family going. Sometimes in this part of the world, Nigeria in particular, the man may be so influential, may be so rich, and decide that the wife should not work, should just stay at home. And I know quite a number of women actually find that uncomfortable because they actually want to do something with their own life too. They want to work with their degrees, they want to work with their qualifications. So I think it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a key factor. Yeah, it's a key factor. But to narrow
Why do
it
you say
down
the
to a
occupation
particular,
matter? Why do you say occupation
yeah,
matter
it
if you
does,
want to marry someone?
it does, it does matter, but not to narrow it to a particular occupation, like you say, compulsory you must marry a medical doctor.
Okay,
Do you
so you
get?
are saying that, are you saying that,
That's
having
a bit of
somebody
challenge
who,
because
okay, go ahead.
yeah, to narrow it down to say you must marry a medical doctor, that's a bit of an issue. It sounds like an obsession, and it's not normal. The question you ask the person is why must he be a medical doctor, and then he must be able to provide candid answers. Maybe the person just feels like, well, medical doctors, whether in Nigeria or across the world, they actually earn a lot. So maybe it gives the person a sense of security for themselves. So I think that's what I say about it. But I think occupation matters. The other issue I also raise is, people prefer, like in Nigeria now, we talk about, just like in other climes too, you talk about the white collar jobs, you talk about the brown collar jobs. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm.
In this part of the world, Nigeria in particular, we tend to look down on brown collar people. But in actual fact, a lot of brown collar workers in Nigeria actually earn more than the white collar workers.
Right.
You understand? But society, acceptance, being presentable, you want to be able to present your intended spouse, ask them, and the person says the welder. There's a tendency to look down on that kind of person. And the welder in actual fact may actually be earning far more than the person that wakes up in the morning, goes to work, comes out in the night, from city to city. And that's the obvious
Do you
reality.
know Femi
Yes,
Adebayo, the actor?
Femi
Femi
Adebayo,
Adebayo.
Femi Abe, the actor. Yeah, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
know him, right?
I
He's an
do.
actor.
I
I
do.
mean, that's the main thing that he does. He doesn't practice as
Yeah,
a lawyer. His
I think it
wife, his
does to
current
an extent.
wife, the
Yeah.
current wife sells food. Let me put it like that. She's into
Okay.
catering. That's what she does.
Wow.
But I'm
Wow.
saying this because I wanted to re-emphasize what you were saying about white collar job and non-white collar jobs.
And but
The person that
exactly.
sells food in Nigeria will make more money than even somebody
Mm-hmm.
that is a medical doctor in Nigeria. That's the truth. Am I lying?
So, yeah, yeah. You're correct. It also depends on the size and the scale of the business too.
She has a restaurant. She has a place. I'm suspecting that he may have been going there to eat. That's where their friendship started. She has a restaurant, somewhere in Nigeria. But what you were saying about,
Okay. Okay.
occupation matters. I think I'm trying to understand you, but I think you are not trying to say that occupation
Yep.
matter. You are trying to say that, you know, whether the person is working or not, or whether the person is going to work or not matters. But it's not about the job that you are doing. It's about the income, what you are bringing to
Uh,
the family unit.
okay. Okay.
Am I right?
I followed this channel for a while. Yeah. I followed this channel for a while, and I've heard you talk sometimes when people talk about dating within and outside of their tax brackets.
Yes.
Certainly, that has to do with income. It has to do with
Yes.
income, and it's a global thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a global thing. Even in Nigeria, where if you graduate from school, someone becomes a medical doctor, someone becomes an engineer, there is a high tendency that the person who is a medical doctor will start earning far more than the engineer because of the way the profession is placed in the society. Do you understand? Because of the pay grade.
It
There are
depends again on the
some
kind of job
professions.
the engineer gets. If the engineer gets a
Eh,
job with
it,
an oil company, then they will be earning more.
yeah,
That's
exactly,
why I say it's
exactly,
not the
exactly.
job, it's the income.
Yeah,
We should be looking at the income,
it's
not the job.
the okay. If you now talk about the income, it now depends on the individual. Is there a limit
Mm,
you're looking at? Is there a lower limit? Is there an upper limit that you're looking at? For instance, there have been many issues online that people talk about, particularly on Twitter in Nigeria.
mm.
How much is actually okay for a family man in Nigeria? How much should they be earning per month? Now you want to take the working population in Nigeria and then want to look at, okay, let's even put a benchmark and say 500k a month. What percentage of those who work in Nigeria actually earn up to that? And what can actually do for a family of one, two, not to even talk of you are intending to get married to someone and you're planning ahead and all the things that follows. So I think
Let me
it's a
ask
critical
you this.
factor, like you said.
Let me
Yes,
ask you
ma'am.
this, Ladipo. Is this a
Okay,
thing
ma'am.
now that men are looking for women in certain professions to marry? Is that a thing now?
In Nigeria, it actually depends on the dating platforms. I think there are quite a number of dating platforms also in Nigeria. It now depends on what people are actually looking for there. But of course, just like it's in Nigeria, it's in abroad. You meet people randomly, people get introduced to people, people get connected in different ways. And of course, everybody does their own background checks to a reasonable extent to actually know the person. Someone can be earning a lot and still not be the right person for you. You understand? So money is one thing,
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
character is another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Compatibility is
it
another thing.
compatibility is another thing. And I think, in marriage, you need to look at understanding, being able to speak the same language, not the lingua franca per se, being able to come to an agreement on several things. Is actually
Mm,
very key. Being able to come to an agreement on several things. The personality, if there is not so much of a difference, then you can work together. Even
mm,
if the wife earns more than the husband. I mean, once it comes to the place of respect and mutual submission, I think they'll be fine
mm,
because when you look at not just in globally the rate of divorce in Nigeria now. I mean, you were talking about Pastor Ayo the other day. You know, after people have been married for 25 years, you're like, what else? What else could have gone wrong in 25 years? What
mm.
else could have gone wrong that was not noticed at the very beginning? So sometimes it could come to a fact that maybe in the course of the 25 years, many things were just being patched up, and they just got to that breaking point that they couldn't patch up anything again. You
Let me
understand?
ask
So
you
I
this.
don't think.
I'm going to
Yes,
ask you a
ma'am.
personal question, Ladipo. Are you single or
Yes,
married?
I was married. I was
Mm,
married. Yeah, I was
mm.
married, and the issue of jobs also was contributed to the fact that led to the separation between myself and my wife. You understand?
Who wasn't
And so that's
working?
why.
She or you?
Yeah, she was working. I was working before, but I was in between jobs at the point, and then she just
So
couldn't
you
cope with it
felt
anymore.
You fell into difficult times and she couldn't cope. She didn't stay with you.
Exactly, extremely difficult times. And it
Mm,
happens that the woman would just feel like, well, this man is just being a burden to me.
mm,
And then she,
mm.
she decides that you just go your separate ways.
Are you working
As
now?
painful as it,
Have you found your feet?
I actually teach now. I teach now. It was like the last thing I could do. I just felt like, well, after everything had failed, marriage had failed. I wasn't moving on in
Mm,
my career. I said, okay, maybe there's just one
mm,
more thing that I could do with my life. And then I began to
yeah.
teach, and I
Mm,
began. Yeah, it may not be paying that much, but I get that
mm,
fulfillment. I get that satisfaction. From that.
mm, mm.
From
I
that. Of
mean,
course, when
in Nigeria,
yeah,
it's really, really hard when it comes to career because I know that the opportunities that you guys have over there is limited. So, I mean,
yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah,
my empathy. If somebody
yeah.
marries you and they know, how you are, as long as there are no other issues, I don't think they should divorce you or leave you because you fall into difficult times. It's supposed to be for better, for worse. So I would
Eh,
say, except you didn't
they,
disclose everything to her, did she know what she was getting into? Be honest with us. So did she know
the, the,
or
the,
did
the,
you
the,
lie?
the, the truth is when you say for better for worse, it
Mm.
simply means before you start you must have known the person, Abi. So you talk about
Most
full
of the time,
disclosure.
some people conceal things. No, yeah, some people conceal
But
things.
I think it got to a point where she was like she was thinking I was gay. She began to feel insecure in that area. And
Why would
then
she
we
think
also
you
had
are
this.
gay? Why?
Yeah, because sexually we're not compatible. We're not compatible sexually. So
What
I
does
was
that
I was the
mean?
one. Yeah, I was demanding more, and she was not given that. So in actual fact, I was unfaithful. Maybe it contributed to the separation. I won't deny that, but I think she was
Hold
particular
on,
about the job thing.
hold
Yeah.
on. You say you were
Yes, ma'am.
demanding more. You were demanding more career while she wasn't giving.
Certainly, certainly,
So
certainly.
why would she think you are gay if you are demanding to sleep with her and she was not the one coming, she wasn't giving you? Why would she think
Eh,
that you are gay?
because people are wired differently. There are times when you just have this suspicion. You just have this suspicion, and you
Is it
just don't know
normal
where it's
career
coming from.
that you are asking, or you are asking for other
No,
things?
no, no. I wasn't. It was a normal. It was a normal. I wasn't asking for. I wasn't asking for the obscene or the extreme. No, I wasn't
Okay.
asking for that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because
But but
when you say that a woman is suspecting you are gay, I was going to do a video about it today. I think I'm still going to do it before the end of Gistmas. I'm not trying to put you on. I'm not trying to
no,
put
no, no,
you.
no, no problem, no problem. It's actually my first time reaching you, and I
Oh,
think the
thank you.
conversation is actually helpful. Is
Yeah,
actually helpful
yeah. The
because
reason, yeah,
you see, for a fact, when people get married,
mm,
you want to be in it for the long haul. You
yeah.
understand that come rain, come shine, you are going to stick together. It's one
Eh,
thing for the man to decide you want to go, and it's another thing for the woman to say she doesn't want to go anymore. And
yeah,
sometimes you can't really force those things. So life
absolutely.
happens, like you said. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you've had cases of even people who are successful, they are doing so well. After a number of years, I mean, they just say irreconcilable differences. I mean, that's the
Mm,
that's the common term that we always use. So these differences will always be there. You have
yeah,
your preferences, I have my preferences. Can we come to a middle table? Can we come to a middle point where we can also do give and take? You can't have
mm.
everything. I can't have everything. Then we mutually agree. But
So,
sometimes, in actual fact, some
yeah,
marriages were not meant to be from the word go.
yeah. So the reason
Ours
why I
was
was asking you that question, yeah, if I can
okay.
interject, yeah.
Okay,
The
man.
reason what you said something, you said
Okay.
at a point she suspected I'm gay.
Yeah.
And as a woman, when you say something like that, I'm thinking, okay, what happened? Why would she say that? Why would she suspect? And then I start asking you, you are talking
Okay.
about you saying that you're the one asking, she's not giving.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
asking to sleep with your wife and she's not responding for one reason or the other, she will normally
Yes.
not think you are gay. That
Okay.
doesn't indicate gay. There's something that
Okay.
happened that made her suspect you are gay. That's what I'm getting
Okay.
at. Why would she suspect
Okay.
that you are gay?
Uh, in that case, sometimes counseling does help, and that's the one thing that we don't really have much around in Nigeria. Marital counseling, therapy, they are not really as accessible as you have in the Western world, where these things are well established.
Mm,
In actual fact, the country still has a very long way to go in terms of many things. In terms of many things, even in terms of jobs, like you mentioned the other time, it's a function of demand and supply. Now
Hold on
the
a minute,
supply is huge
Ladiko.
in Nigeria. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Hold
ma'am.
on, Ladiko. Thank you, my darling.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you for
holding
being
on.
open.
Okay,
I also
okay.
appreciate you, for being open about stepping out on the marriage. You said that you cheated, right? Did I get that
Yes, I
correct?
yes, I did. I did. I did.
Okay. You say you may have contributed to why the marriage ended, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
said so.
Okay. But I'm still going back to that point.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm hammering on it. Was
It's
there
okay.
something she saw, or did something happen? Do you have a male friend that you are close to, or what would make her think that you are gay? Why would it something happen, something triggers something like that? So I want you to
Mm,
address that if you don't mind.
I think that's really a question that that she would have answered. I'm not really in her mind. I know people do have these are issues that we really don't talk about in Nigeria particularly. I mean, we shy away from it. This
Yeah.
issue about gay, LGBTQ, whatever.
Yeah.
I know people. I mean, I was listening to a program this morning when there was a debate, and the debate was, are people actually born with this kind of orientation, sexual orientation? You understand? So it's a big issue. Some say they were born with it. Some will say, I mean, that's why going to boarding schools, influences a lot of these sexual behavior, if I may put it that way. There are things
So
that
somebody is
now.
asking, yeah, I agree with
Okay,
you. I mean, and I'm with
okay,
you. Honestly, my brother,
okay, okay,
I'm an open person. And
okay.
I've lived in this part of the world for a long time. If you tell me, okay, I'm bisexual, I'm into men and women, I'm not going to judge you.
No,
Who am I?
no, no, no. I'm not.
So somebody is asking, did you
I'm
cheat
not.
with a man or a woman? Because this is a real conversation in this part of the world.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't answer that question. I'm asking you, why
I'm
would
not.
your wife think
I'm
that you
not.
are gay?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not bisexual. I'm being honest. I'm not bisexual. I've only had like you use the word career. I've only had career with the opposite sex, you know, and I think the opposite sex in this context means the woman. I've never had anything with a man. I've never been attracted to a man, so it wasn't there. It wasn't as if I was born with anything like that, and I never went to a boarding school where I was influenced in any way.
It's
Do
not
you do
only
you get
boarding
it?
school that it happens. It's not only boarding school. It's not only
I
boarding school,
think,
but
but I
let's
think
leave
I
that.
think, but I think boarding schools make it. Make the vulnerable easy targets, particularly for seniors. You know,
Mm.
because
Did
okay,
you
I
go to
was I
boarding
was
school?
I never did. I never did. I never
Okay,
did.
let's leave that. Let's leave that
Okay.
because I don't want us to deviate from
So
the topic.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. So that was my personal experience. But these things also open your eyes to so many things that you don't really know. You know. So for instance, hello, are you there,
Yeah, I'm
Auntie B?
hearing you. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
For instance, I got married at 33. I got married at 33, and that was 10 years ago. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
43 now. So you begin to think that, okay, if I had not married at that time, women
Mm.
also have this concern about time is running out. Time is running out. If I had not married at that time, what time would I have married?
Did you
Because
have any
the thing,
kids in the
yeah,
marriage?
we do. We have a child between us, a male, a son. We have a
Okay.
son between us.
Okay.
So the question is, if I had not married then, certain things in life are certainly unpredictable. Do you
Mm.
get? Yeah.
Mm.
So, I mean, for our brothers in the eastern part of Nigeria, some of them could get to their 40s and then they get settled. Of course, they're going to marry a much younger woman, a much younger
Mm.
woman.
Mm.
You've talked in the time past, in recent past, about age gap, age disparity.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your worldview are not the same when you don't belong to the same age category. The way I will see
Mm.
some things now is not the way 20-year-old will see it, because they don't
Absolutely.
have my experience. I may have the experience, they don't have my experience. And
Yeah,
so you may not be able to
absolutely.
communicate on that wavelength. So
Yeah.
age matters, occupation matters, compatibility matters. Some people say religion doesn't matter, but it also matters, except you can accept, okay, a Christian marrying a Muslim. You accept that, okay, nobody converts the other person. You stay with your religion and you respect the other person's faith. But it's not always easy, particularly when children are involved. Some fathers will say their children must be raised in the Muslim way. Some fathers will be liberal. They can go with their mom to church. So
Yeah.
many things
Yeah.
just around these issues of,
Absolutely.
marriage, finding the
Absolutely.
right partner. So
Mm.
if you are lucky, because some people don't believe in the word luck, they just believe luck doesn't exist. If you are lucky to find the right person, and you are like, you are doing so well, I mean, you just have to be you have to be grateful, you have to be thankful. Not
Thank you
everybody is
so
that
much,
lucky.
Ladipo. Yeah, I
I
mean,
appreciate, I
thank you
appreciate,
for being so
I
open
appreciate.
and honest and talking to us openly about the struggles you had in marriage. But before you
Yeah.
go, there's one more
Okay.
question I'm going to ask you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know when I'm going to see you again, so I want to
Okay.
explore
Okay.
that. I'm not putting you on
No
the spot.
problem.
Honestly, I'm not. I'm just
It's
trying to
okay.
understand. You
Okay.
said that part of the issues that you had was that the fact that you were not compatible when it comes to Kerewa. I didn't understand that. What do you mean by that? Incompatibility in terms of Kerewa?
Okay. Okay. Recently on a YouTuber's channel, he's popular in Nigeria, and I don't want to mention his name. There was this discussion about how often should couples have sex in a month, and the
It's
debate
Kerewa
was,
we use.
oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, carry one in a month,
Yeah.
and the figure being banded at that platform was like 25 times in a month. Is it too much or is it too less?
I want you to be
Do you understand
specific to your own situation. Let's forget about the all the
the
discussion out
conversation,
there
Adi?
because conversation plenty. We can't cover it. It's too much. When it comes to Kerewa, trust me, it's unending conversation. If you don't mind sharing with us, a little bit,
Okay.
aspect of the incompatibility that you had in that area, apart from the issue of your job. Honestly.
Okay. Okay. I think I think I've always just been sexually active. I was quite
Mm.
sexually active. I think I was introduced to sex in my teenage years, so I think I built on that. As the years went by, and I was comfortable with. I mean, 3 times in a week or 2 times in a week, I was comfortable, so I wasn't overly demanding. But my partner then was just she was not. We weren't just not at the same level. We're just not at the same
Mm.
level. So
She
maybe
didn't think
counseling
it
would have
was food.
helped us.
Some women will say, "Is it food?" Especially when you lost your job. If you lost your job and you're still looking for
Yeah,
kerewa,
it goes back to
yeah,
that same conversation I mentioned. This orientation
yeah.
that some women have, that is it food,
Is it
but I
food?
think
It's
it's
not food.
actually one of the, you know, some have said three
Mm,
things actually are extremely important in a marriage. Number one is communication. Number two is
mm,
sex. Number three is finances. And it's actually true amidst many other
mm,
things. Of course, in Africa, the in-law factor comes in. How do you support the in-laws? How do you support the mothers? Which you don't really have in the Western world. Everybody stays on their lane, but in Africa, people tend to be meddlesome to an extent too. In-laws coming in,
yeah,
mothers coming in,
absolutely.
and saying,
Mm,
you are giving me this, you are not giving me this. It puts a huge strain
mm.
on the family finances, if I may say that.
I understand. I understand.
And of
I
course, the cost of
understand.
living in Nigeria is extremely expensive.
It's very,
The
very
value of
high.
our currency
Even
is
for people
low,
that
the
are
jobs are not
working.
there.
Yeah.
We have a huge
Mm,
population and the jobs are not there.
yeah.
Even for
Thank you
even for
so
people
much.
that are working, exactly,
No,
exactly,
it's not easy. No,
exactly,
Nigeria is not easy. Do you know
exactly.
what?
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
opening up to us. Do you have my number? I want to
Yes,
gift
ma'am.
you something for Christmas.
Thank you.
I want to give you something for Christmas. Thank you so much. All the way from Ogun State. Get my
Okay. I don't
number
have your number.
and send me a message on WhatsApp. Let me send you a Christmas token. Okay? Yeah, because
Uh,
I know when people
okay.
are
I
ambitious
appreciate that.
but
I appreciate
opportunities
that.
are not there, I recognize it and I appreciate it. So send me a WhatsApp number and your
Exactly.
account number and I'll send you something for Christmas. Okay? Don't worry. Don't give up. Tomorrow will be better.
How do I get you on WhatsApp?
My number is on the
How do I
screen
get you on
now.
WhatsApp?
My number
How do I
is
get
right
you
on
on
this.
WhatsApp?
It's on the screen now. I'm showing my number on the screen now. So take it down WhatsApp and send me a message and just say, "Hey, Auntie B, this is Ladikwa from the show. Send me your account number and then I'll send you something." Okay?
I can see your mail. Can I work with your mail?
Yeah, mail is okay as well. It's obodooyinboconnect at gmail.com. That's fine. The number is there
Okay, okay.
and
I'll connect to you because
the
I'll
number
try and
is
look for the
there.
number. Then I'll connect to you if I can. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try
Or
and look for the
if you're on
number.
Instagram, just
If
look for me
if
on
I can't find
Instagram,
it
DM me. Yeah.
on Instagram,
DM
I'll
me on
send you a DM.
Instagram.
Okay, on Instagram.
Yes, that's fine.
What's the
That's the
name on
easiest way to
Instagram?
reach me. It's Obodo Ibo TV.
What's the name on Instagram?
Obodo Ibo TV. on Instagram. Okay, can you hear me? Uh-oh. It's Obodoyibo TV
Hello.
everywhere. Obodoyibo TV.
Okay.
Obodoyibo TV on
I heard you. I heard
Instagram.
you, ma. I heard
Okay,
you.
dear.
I heard you, ma. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. Yeah, I'll connect
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
All the
Thank
best, my
you.
dear.
Yeah.
Take care. Okay. Yeah, Nigeria is not easy. It's not easy. I mean, people want to work, but there is no job. So I completely understand his
Yeah.
pain. I understand where he's coming from. So yeah, let's make his Christmas sweet. And you
Yeah.
know what? We don't
Yeah.
know. The tides do change, you know. You don't
Mm.
know. Tomorrow, the tides will change for Oladipo, and you know, he might get a job, he might even come abroad, and things will change for him. So don't
Mm.
write people off because they are going through a difficult
Mm.
patch, you know.
And
Life
to
happens
be,
to all of us.
yeah, if he doesn't mind, I could just gift him something too, because
Oh,
just
thank
really
you.
felt, yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
Nigeria can
It's
be that.
easy, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Tato say, what about me, Auntie B? Tato, you are good. You are okay. Let's remember our brothers and sisters in Africa. Yeah, it's all right. Temiti, do you have my account details, the UK bank
Yes,
account?
yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
So do
I'll
UK.
just I'll do
Yeah,
paper.
well,
Yeah, I'll do
let's
paper.
find him something good
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Christmas. Yeah, so he can smile.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll help him. No wahala. We're here for
Hi,
that. Thank you.
Auntie.
Hello, Zah, my darling. How are
Hi,
you?
Felicity.
I've
Compliments
missed
of the
you. You've
season. And
avoided me. Every day you are
Auntie
watching, you're not
B,
saying anything.
Auntie
Why?
is Auntie B. Auntie B, I'm going through life. I'm going through life. I'm going through life. I will send you a message
Isa!
so you will
We are all
understand.
going through
I'm going
like, oh,
through
are
life,
you okay, Joe?
honestly.
Are you
By the grace
fine?
of God, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm
Oh,
getting
Bele.
better. But
It's
I'll
another
send
baby
you a
coming. You know,
message.
as a Nigerian auntie, when you tell me, all I'm thinking now is that you're pregnant.
Actually, we will discuss that one off
Ah,
camera.
ewo, ewo.
Otila!
Okay, Auntie B, I just have
Otila,
to
you
drop on.
don't enter.
Auntie B, I just wanted to jump on this conversation because it's really interesting. First of
Mhm.
all, I want to say a big thank you to you and Timmy T for what you're doing for Ladipo that just called
Yeah,
that just, was on the show. It just really shows your heart, and yeah, thank you and God bless you.
no worries, no worries.
The next thing I wanted to say is this. I don't think Ladipo was being totally honest with us. He seemed a bit evasive, but that's a story for another day. I just
Yeah.
wanted to tell two quick stories.
There's
And
something, so before you tell your story, there's something, but I didn't want to push him too hard, okay? Because it's
yeah,
not easy for people to open up
yes, to
like
come
that.
up.
It's
Mm-hmm,
the first
mm-hmm.
time he lives in
Yes,
Nigeria.
yes,
So he said that his wife at a point suspected that he's gay.
yes.
For a woman to suspect that a man that he's
There's
married to is
something.
gay, there's
Th-
something. Something
that's
must
the
have
story.
happened.
I'm going to. That's the first story
He
I'm
didn't
going to
actually
tell you.
address it, but I'm just gonna let it go. It doesn't matter.
Yes, that's the
Mm.
first thing I'm going to say. So today I was on Instagram and I was on this channel. I think it's called Urban. Is it Urban Yoruba? It'll be Urban something. It has this purple logo and they always like post hilarious stuff. So the conversation was going along the lines of 10 red flags that made you maybe leave a partner. And the last slide is what I want to talk about. There was a girl that sent like a note of the things that this guy she was talking to asked her if she could do and all that. Very disgusting.
Hmm.
Anyways, at the end of the day, I put a comment and said, "Oh my goodness, like there are crazy people who raised you all." And I was like, "Well, the guy on the last slide is gay as day." Then, of course, that comment was getting likes, and then a lady asked me and said, "Oh, some people just like to explore sexually." And then I responded to her and told her that, well, any guy that's asking to be pegged, that's a gay thing. That's so you shouldn't, if you're thinking that maybe your guy is this. And then when I said that, another person to responded to her and told her like, oh, you have no idea. And then she sent me a message and was like, oh, why am I so sure and I'm so conclusive? And I just said to her, I was like, well, you don't know me, I don't know you, but it seems that you really want to get to the bottom of this. If you're dating someone or you're with someone who actually is asking you to do this or who you do this thing, my darling, search very well. You have to do more investigation. Well, your guy is swinging both ways and everything. And
Yeah.
she was like,
And that's
oh,
one
oh,
thing that
oh,
a lot of people will be very uncomfortable with. Even the people that like that, they don't,
yeah,
it's difficult for them to accept it.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, and then before I know it, she's disappeared. She's like deleted her account or everything, and I was like, well, I don't know you. I'm not even going to try to be your friend or anything. You just asked me a question. I've told you what's up. You can go and do your investigation. But it kind of felt like maybe the scales had fallen out of my eyes because many people were like, girl, are you seriously saying that this is sexual experimentation or whatever? Well, that's by the way. The second story I'm going to tell. It's a personal story. I have stories because I'm one of a kind. It's the story about doctors and this Ondo guy that wants the doctor. I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I
Hmm.
was up north, if you know where the province I've come from, if you've been on this show, you've heard me talk about the province I lived in and the city I lived in. Well, then you know
Yeah.
the city I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I dated a doctor. Like everyone who knew me in that city knew that this was the person I was dating. My friends knew that this was the person I was dating and everything. But it was a very stormy one because it was filled with many scandals and cheating and lying and all sorts of escapades. And at the end of the day, I was actually done. And that was part of the reason why I actually moved to Ontario, because even when I would say I was done with the relationship, he could just turn up at my door, he would ring my buzzer, he would try to get in. And one day, just like, you know what, I'm done with this place. My contract at government was expiring. Everything was just, I was like, okay, now I'm leaving this place because if I even thought of getting married, this clown will always be, you know, somewhere looking. So I've sold all my stuff, packed all my stuff, and I came to Ontario. And yes, I met my husband. And to be, well, of course, this clown went to my apartment one day and said, oh, are you saying you cannot hear the buzzer? Are you not going to open the door for me? And this, I was like, you're a clown. If you're my door, you're doing this. I don't live in this city anymore. You are better move before the police come and get you, because someone else must be living in that place right now. And he was stunned. He couldn't believe that, I just upped and, moved very far away from him.
So
Now,
he still wanted the relationship after you
oh
broke
my
up with him.
goodness. Oh, oh yes. And to be when I went on my 30th birthday, if I tell you how much she gave me to have a birthday party and everything, and to be I have receipts and everything. Even my husband, when I was showing him, was like, no way. I was like, okay, yes, way. This was someone who had like a $1 million home. Well, and to be because of all these dirty things he used to do, all my friends thought I was crazy and maybe I was just exaggerating when I would complain, because whenever he did anything nasty, he would send me designer items and everything. My friends would be like, but he really
He was
likes you.
using
He can't
money
be doing this.
to
You know,
buy you to stay. Hmm.
exactly. And I was like, you guys
Hmm.
don't even
He's
know
the
half
one
of
that
what
will
I'm
cheat, and
saying.
next thing he will buy you a new car,
Oh
buy you a
yes.
designer's
Oh
bag.
yeah. Oh, actually,
Hmm.
you're saying everything.
Hmm.
So finally, when of course I'd moved on and everything, and my friends, just one day I'm just on my or I was actually at work, and my WhatsApp is just buzzing, 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 buzzing. And I check, and all my friends are sending me an article. He made headline news in that town for doing all sorts of things with his patients, and to be it's a whole scandal. Guess what? Of course, he claimed bankruptcy, sold his home, sold
Hey,
everything. Nobody knows where he is.
hey,
And the
Jesus.
funny thing was now that someone who knew that, oh, this guy really was hot for me, was now reaching out to me and asking me whether I've heard from him. Oh, they're trying to get in touch with me. I was like, don't be a clown. I know what the story is. I've seen on the news and everything. So you're asking me because you think that we're in touch, and maybe I know where he is, and then I'm going to tell you where he is, and then you guys are going to try and catch him or send him a letter or what. Like, don't be silly. Like, I'm married. I have my whole family. Don't be stupid. Don't get me involved in his mess. Go look for him. Go get private investigators or wherever. Of course, I have a feeling that he has gone back to Nigeria because he was building a house there and everything. But yeah,
So he got
that's
into
the
trouble
story.
because of all this pala that he
At
was
the
doing.
be at the be, don't worry, I'll send you the article so you can see the clown and see the anyone who has been
He
on
made it
on
to
this
the
Canada
news.
knows he's on the news. He has like a big lawsuit and everything. He's disappeared.
Hey.
Nobody has found him and everything. So why I'm telling this story is this, when we are wanting things, you're saying, I want a doctor, I want this. I always say, look at the heart of the person. And people are like, is it heart we are going to eat? Is it this we are
Yes.
going to do this? Look for a
Mm-hmm.
kind man. You might marry a millionaire and you're
Mm-hmm.
pregnant or you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not going to
Mm-hmm.
come and take care of you in the hospital. He's not even going to come and check on you, but
Mm-hmm.
the money will be there. Many of you might argue and say, I want to cry in a Bentley, I want to cry in a Rolls Royce, I want to cry in this, I want to do this and that. But at the end of the day, it's not practical. So people might feel like, oh, maybe because I've been privileged, I say these things. But there's more to life than money. Don't want to be with someone because the person's a doctor or an engineer or because of what you think you can get out of the relationship. Because oftentimes you will cry painful tears. As that adage that says the rich also cry. I don't want that to be your story. So if you're on this call and you're hearing me today, please don't be greedy. look at people for who they really are, love people for who they really are. Don't be asking for a doctor or a nurse or an engineer because you're greedy, because all those things actually do backfire. So that's just what I wanted to contribute today. And just like I promised you, I'll buzz you on IG, and I'll send you all the things that I promised to send so you can
So,
see the
so you're
ground.
just
Yeah,
saying this to warn this Ondo brother, pay all that glitters is not
it's
good.
not gold. Yes. So
Hmm.
that's the purpose of me telling this personal story. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, my darling.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Auntie.
I'm so
Thank you for
grateful to God
listening.
that, the Spirit of God, thank God you are not, you know yourself. That's the thing about knowing yourself. If you are carried away by materialism and materialistic thing, you'd have fallen for him. Imagine
Oh
if you
yes.
married him or you are still
Oh
with him
yes.
with all this scandal.
Oh
What
my
will your life
goodness.
be?
Just imagine. And all my friends like, oh my goodness, and they thought I was really capping because all the things I was saying was atrocious. But because of all these things, I said, oh, so now you believe me. Now you think you can see that I
Hmm.
wasn't just telling all sorts of stories or saying
You-
this.
I
And I
always
always have
believe
this
that
too.
the women that fall for somebody that is giving you material things or doing is because you don't believe in yourself that you can achieve those things yourself. Anything anybody can give you, you can get it yourself.
Oh yes.
So
Oh yes.
why should you
Oh yes.
ignore bad behavior and all those
And all
nonsense
this.
because somebody is giving you money? Hmm.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
story. So Mr.
Well done.
Ondo, Mr.
Congratulations,
Ondo,
my darling.
thank you, Auntie B.
Well done.
We'll talk
Thank you, Zor,
later.
for
Okay
sharing. All right,
then.
darling.
Okay,
Thank you.
cheers.
Look after yourself, all right?
I will, thanks.
Are you still able to cook egusi soup now? Hmm?
Auntie B, my mom is around.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she
Ah,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
At least she will relieve you. Oh, bless
Yes.
her. Give my love to
Okay.
everybody, okay?
So, yeah, thank you. Love you. Bye bye.
All right. Love you too, Zor. Bye. Thank you. Oh, Uzo, my darling. She's such a baby girl. So smart, so intelligent. Her head is completely screwed up. Mm.
Is
Thank you
the
for not choosing. Thank you for not choosing doctor. Temiti was asking, what is wrong with doctors?
that guy was like, I'm a J.
Eh?
Wow, I was shocked.
Hmm.
Like, what? Oh my god, no, that was very despicable. That
Now Cynthia is trying to take me where I don't want to go. I don't know where Cynthia is taking me to
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Cynthia,
Don't
please
mind
free
Cynthia.
me. Free me. You need to seriously free me because now you are saying that because the person is looking for to come from the back doesn't mean anything. Huh. Okay. Oh. I cover. I pray for you. I cover all of you. Your nyash is covered with the blood of Jesus. It's covered because any man that is straight, I don't know why you want to come and be trying something that is not it. So for me, the indication is if you come and say, okay, this is the one now because for whatever reason I want to come and do my yash. Ladies, if you have any man that try, go and buy the biggest. They go to anywhere they sell it. I think they sell it on Amazon. There's nothing they don't sell on Amazon. Even human head self, go see am for Amazon. Go and buy the biggest bowler, plastic one. If you say you should bring your back, you too hold the thing and say, okay, bring your own first. Do me, I do you. God no go first. If you first push your own enter in yan, she not pay am, then you can't give your own. I beg. Am I shere o? What's that? I beg. I don't play like that. How you gonna
Auntie,
tell me
what's
that
that?
a man, a straight man, wants to come and start doing your yash for waiting now? Ha! All of you are saying it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is gay. It's just that they're adventures. Okay, at the expense of your own yash, don't poppy. I'm sure you're a man, Abby. Be deceiving yourself. If you're a man, you think that you're not bisexual, you're not gay, you just want to come and scatter somebody's child yash. You to bring your yash, let them scatter it first. I beg, you wanna pack well. All these people that will be hiding, all of them are bisexual go they hide. I beg.
What what does that Amazon mean by most doctors are cuckoo in the head?
You
Like,
say some
eh,
doctors, some medical doctors, psychiatrists, especially most are cuckoo in the head, though. That's
girl,
so not correct. Come on, why are you saying that? No, 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 no,
girl,
don't say that. Give the video
girl.
a thumbs up and stop saying things that I beg. People are talking about how they want to come and remove your nyash now with big bola. Will push it to your nyash. When you start wearing pampers, that time you will know. I beg you. I mean, if you are into that, that's for you. But all I'm saying is that people need to be honest about who they are. Own your truth. Own it. If you're into that kind of a thing, then all right. Tell the person that okay, oh, I'm tired of this side now. This is the side I want to come and do. Oh. So if you are ready to release your nyash, okay, that's fine. Who am I? I'm not going to judge you. Biko no. But if you are a straight sister like me and you, and your nyash is not the place that you know you should be doing it, go and get Bola, the artificial one that Ikechi was holding the other day. Hold it like this. If your husband come and say, bring your, you two say, bring your own. Shebi nyash na nyash. Oh yeah, I go first. If it's with you, then I will give you my own. Nonsense. I better go. Bamidele. Bamidele, welcome.
Hi,
Hello, how are you, brother? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
What do you have to say about this? Do you think profession matters? People, this brother is saying he's a born again Christian. He wants to marry a doctor. What's your take?
Well, well, for me personally, I don't think profession matters because I believe that every individual, if they have a different passion, they have a different angle, then as long as the profession that you're doing is you're passionate about it and it complements your what you want to do in your own specific thing. Because for me, for example, I'm also studying to become a published doctor of business administration.
Hmm.
So, and it's really hard work. And me personally, you know me personally, if I was thinking about if I even throw it out there that I'm getting a PhD in business administration, it turns out that you don't want it turns out that the other person may be a gold digger because like you actually want to, how would I say, be a helpmate, not
Hmm.
you want to be partners, not like gold diggers. So yeah, that's really like my take on it. So
So when you are looking for a partner for life, you're looking for someone to marry, are you going to be looking at their profession, what they do? Is that important to you personally?
not to an extent, no, not really, no, because me as a business administration person, I believe that you know your profession should bring if I'm a business person, I'm all about business. So if I bring business, and if let's say my wife or my future spouse is interested in, like, I don't know, fashion or whatever, or business or whatever, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you're contributing to the family. That's all that really matters.
Okay, thank you so much. I know you're a Christian brother, so that's why I wanted to really get your perspective about this Ondo brother that wants only a medical doctor. Mm, okay, thank you for calling us and sharing your opinion about this. I appreciate you, my brother. Take care. Compliment of the season. All right, Timothy, now me and you less. There's somebody in the comment section. Cynthia started a discussion where I didn't want to go to. Ah, you have fans. Cynthia, you have fans. Don Papi likes you because
Yes,
I'm
so
sure he's into that. We see that there are plenty.
yeah,
Don Papi is
I'm
into
not.
that. He's looking for somebody's nyash. So
Eh,
those who are willing to put their nyash down, Don Papi is looking for you. Don Papi,
Cynthia,
if you are
baby.
looking for nyash, you better accept that you are bisexual. Don't deny it. That's what you are. Lobaton. There's no two way about it. Because nyash na nyash. If you feel do woman nyash, you feel do man nyash. Nothing different. I beg. Act
Cynthia
well.
said no hers.
No, bring your own Cynthia. No, be you start am. You started it now, so bring it. Don Papi is waiting for you because that's what they want. You see, people shouldn't give what they cannot take. Sister Jibola, I'm so sorry. You say I'm going very wrong now. This is not what we are here for. It's Cynthia. Oh, to think that I'm the one that caused Cynthia into this show today. Cynthia has succeeded in dragging me to where I don't want to go. Mm? Mm? So, let me read this from the ego. Many women easily sink into depression if they are not occupied with their careers, especially when the children leave home. They are used to multitasking, so they must be career minded. Okay, I don't know if you understand what we're talking about. I couldn't link that to what we're saying. Mm. Oh, Cynthia, your yash is off the table. I beg, you look pa. Oh, yeah, no, your yash is on the
Yeah,
table.
it's
Your
covered
yash.
by the blood of Jesus.
No, your yash is on the table. Shebi, that is what he wants. Be giving it to him now. You've turned to a Nigerian woman that will do anything to keep a man. Don Papi, you see, you want nyash ba? You two, you go put that your nyash down. You know, serious. Beg. Temiti Jare, let's talk about Ondo brother. What do you think
Yeah.
about this? Finally, we are
So
rounding up
finally,
now.
yeah, finally, I think the brother is a narcissist. Like you could just read off too many red flags, and
Mm.
actually, that was a great deal of patience. Holding up, keeping up with that chat.
I've
Like,
arrived. My patience has
ah,
arrived. Finally, God
yeah,
has delivered me from the spirit of impatience. I even apologized to him. I said, I'm sorry, that, if I was a bit insensitive, he couldn't even tell me his age. Why would you say
yeah.
I must marry a doctor? Is either doctor or nothing? Why?
Yeah. And then you were clear with him, like, okay, do you need a wife or do you need that profession? And uncle, if you're listening, man, like
He
I
is
could offer
listening, or
you
he's
my
going to listen later.
services.
Yeah.
Yeah, if actually what you need is ministry, you just have to pay, So if that's what you
Paul
want.
said that people that don't want to do ministry, if you can hold it for 7 years, will hold it forever. Just focus on your ministry, be married to you don't need a wife for that. A job.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can get sisters in the church, people, workers, people that can help your ministry. So you don't really need a wife for that, right? You don't need to. I don't want to be raw here. Cynthia's put me in the mood.
No, 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 no. D is saying, Auntie B, this is the dating scene now. An overwhelming majority of single persons are exploring on a steady. People are exploring all sorts. Okay,
Hmm.
that's all right.
Yeah,
Who am I to tell people not to explore? Explore, oh, but as you are exploring, make sure you are exploring safely. That's what I'll
yeah,
say to women.
exactly.
Okay. Mm,
Yeah, just going back to the main crux of the discussion and what we can take away is just that I don't think that profession matters. I
mhm,
think just like what you said, you just have to look at what the person is, who the person is, what they can offer and things like that, and you both have understanding. Right, so if you've got a very high tenacity job, the person understands that, oh, I might have to be gone like 5 days in a week, and it's not going to be a problem. Sometimes for we women, we like, I don't worry, I can cope. And when she hits the fan now, we start complaining. So really just weighing your options, know what you've got in front of you. What are the challenges that we're gonna face in this marriage or in this union? And then yeah, if you're on the same page, you can understand, everybody can negotiate. I think it's a win-win. You don't necessarily have to be something. And that even this new I want to delve into tech too, or maybe like economics, probably in the next 4 years. Yeah, I've got my eyes
mhm.
on that space. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Yeah.
Temiti.
I
Dr. Temiti, is women
mean,
like you that is making this man's Ondo man saying that to tell me that he's
don't
doctor
mind
or
it.
nothing now.
Don't mind it.
Hmm?
It's just blabbing. It's just flapping around.
It is well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my
All right.
darling. I appreciate you. Have a
Uh,
good evening. Merry
you
Christmas in advance. I hope you're all ready. You done your
yeah.
Christmas shopping,
Yeah.
decoration. I've not done any. Let me just confess, I've not done anything.
We've started gradually. We're doing ours
I've not.
gradually.
I've been begging the kids to please bring out. Today is the 14th of December. Bring out, at least bring out the Christmas tree.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
my
not doing
husband
it.
did. No, he did good. I think he brought out the Christmas tree. I think on the 4th. Yeah, he did all that. Yeah,
He
he
brought
did.
it out. Some people have
Uh,
their Christmas tree out since November. This is what we always do. It's normal in my house that we always bring it out a week to Christmas, and
mm.
then we'll leave it until February.
Yeah,
We'll pack it.
sometimes though, even me. Sometimes I leave
To
it to
pack
like
it is
April or
wahala.
January.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot to do. It's not
Oh
easy.
dear. Thank you, my
Oh,
darling. I appreciate you, darling.
loads.
Have a
Yeah,
lovely evening, sweetie.
yeah. You too. Bye,
Bye.
Obodoyibo. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Temiti, you need to be in the group. I don't know why you are not in our Obodo Farm group. You should be in the group. I have your number. I'm going to add you to that group. Film girl, you joined just when I was about to sign off.
Oh,
Okay, let's hear
I,
you. What do you have to say? Did you hear the
I,
conversation from the beginning?
no, I did not. I did not actually, but I just read the topic and I heard a bit about the guy that wanted to marry a doctor and all that. That was from.
Doctor or nothing. He said he wants
Is
to do
it, is
ministry.
it, I caught the conversation about the guy that was talking before Timothy came up. Is it the same guy?
The one you're going to send the Christmas present to?
No. The person we are talking about is in America. This is just a caller that called from Nigeria to talk about his own
Oh, okay.
experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
if it's the American one, okay, I get it. See, Auntie B,
Mm.
I don't know if my what I'm called might be really bad. I'm just going to say my mind, right? When I came into the United States, and I was asking my friends, oh, like how do you meet guys and everything, a lot of guys told me, like my friends, including my brother, they told me that most of the guys in America, once they meet a lady, they're asking you, are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Like you have to be high earning. Do you understand? They're not interested
Mm.
in, that's the first thing they ask. And I'm not
Right.
wondering, they don't care about if you are a good person or a nice person. They just want to, know whether once you're a nurse, like even if like you be ugly, you can be as fat as anything, you can be anything, they'll be running after you. Do you understand? Because of your profession. So I came to understand that these guys obviously are hungry people, because they're trying to like secure their future on a nurse or whatever it is,
So
without understanding.
are men becoming gold diggers now? It's women they used to accuse of being gold diggers.
The people in the audience that are Americans, they will tell you right now they are anti-B. It is terrible. Like the medium to low class people, that's the first thing they ask when they say, oh, there's a lady. You know how people go like, oh, I have to introduce you to somebody, and they'll be like, oh, is she a nurse? Is she a doctor? What does she do? That's the first thing they'll be asking anti-B. It was amazing to me, but
Yeah.
they say, look what Destiny said. It's true. In America, it's an epidemic. So the ones that are middle class will say, I don't want liability. Do you understand? That's where they're coming from. The ones that are lower class are looking for people that would, help them to pay bills and all that kind of stuff and all that, whatever reason it is. So you have very good people, very nice women but because they're not medical professionals, do you understand? They will bypass them for someone that is a nurse or whatever, even if they are compatible or not compatible. That is the reason why you see all this chaos in marriages in America, because they are married for the wrong reasons. You're going to marry someone, you go to
This is
Nigeria.
serious.
Serious, it's a tropical. What America is a epidemic, as in they just. So me, I just withdrew myself because first of all, I'm not studying any medical thing. You understand? So when I meet some people, they tell me, "How are you?" I say, "I'm not a nurse." So, and they'll just be interested immediately. I'm like,
Once they say, "How are you?" You just tell them, "Sorry, I'm not a nurse." So
"I'm not a nurse." So don't even try and. It's really that bad, And then, but I'm just putting that out there, And the thing is that these things are the things that lead to the problems you have because people are being superficial. They're not being real, They are getting to marriages for the wrong reason. Our brothers here, maybe it's in many years abroad, have turned their brain. I don't know what it is, but they're looking at the economics more. They're like, and then they'll be like, then if they actually be the one to file for you, they'll not be about, oh, it's me that gave you paper. It's me that gave you paper. That kind of thing that they feel that you owe them, you now owe them your whole life because they filed for you.
what
Like,
I always ask film girls that this nursing thing
hmm.
is the school only for women? Men can't go to nursing school or medical school.
They're like like you said it many times. Most of our men come here they get stuck in beginner startup jobs, warehouses, security. They don't want to do it because a lot of them will tell you, I don't want to work for anybody. They don't like, you see that whole discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to go to school in your 40s and 50s. It takes a whole lot of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to school right now. I'm in art school. That's what my name is about. I'm in art school. I'm not in. So I always tell them
You're not in
when
RN school. You don't want to be RN.
I'm not the RN school. Although I did a science. I was a biochemist in my first degree. I didn't want to do science and I didn't want to be a nurse. I've been saying it. I don't want to be a nurse. No, but I don't want to become a nurse. But
Why?
my
There's a lot of money in nursing in America.
about money, I don't want to do nursing. I'm not
You know, it's
interested.
not your passion.
I can be
Somebody
a
is
nurse.
saying something here. Bumi is saying something very significant as well. That they also know that registered nurses, the men who are insisting on marrying only nurses, know that nurses have long hour shift like 10 to 12 hours. So it's a lot of freedom for them to misbehave. Is this correct?
I don't, my TB, I don't know about that one, but I know that they're looking at the money, the economics. Like if that's why you see a lot of cases whereby when women that are nurses, when the wives come to complain, you hear things like, he leaves all the bills for me. Because she's earning like 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 every month, depending on what kind of nursing she's doing. Some of them are travel nurses. So the man just feels, oh, you have the money, she now pays for everything, and he see the guy now maybe goes to drive an Uber, or he's just traveling to Nigeria, just doing whatever he likes. Like it's a ticket for him. So I don't know about because some people work in warehouse and work in CNA, and they'll spend like 12 hours or 14 hours out of the house. I don't know how that one is, but in America, it's all about the finances for them. Most of the lower class people are middle-aged people, But I don't know, Auntie B. I don't know, but this is what I met. Maybe it's a different topic we can discuss on that day, but this is
It's
just
a
what.
different topic, yeah. I have a topic already written down, and I want to say that
Yeah.
topic is called "Why People Don't Make It in the Abroad." When you come from Africa to the abroad, why is it so difficult for people to make it? Some people make it, some people are not making it, and they're resigned to life. That's a different topic. We'll talk about it. I think it's
Yeah.
important for us to explore, why is it that it's so difficult especially for men to go back to school, the older generation. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
younger men, they are going to school, they are doing IT, they are doing this, they are doing this, and they are, exploring every option to make mega bucks. Why is it difficult for the older generation? Meanwhile, if you go to all the universities, even in the UK, you see 50 something, 60 something-year-old women. They will be
Women.
doing that course, so they will do it anyhow.
I mean,
Even if their children have to help them with the assignment, they will shall do it by force.
there's somebody to do it by force.
They
Anyway,
will
but
do
I
it,
don't
oh.
just have one more thing to say. Like when it comes to occupation, like I said, I don't know if it's relevant. I wasn't here from the beginning, but one thing I know is that if, for example, now some relationships are contractual, some relationships are based on contracts, some are like on love and all that kind of stuff. But for example, now if a guy, if a man, for example, has a job that is very demanding, he knows he's not going to be at home all the time and all that stuff, he might want a woman that is not also very ambitious, because so that she'll be the one around for the children. You know what I say? Because he's not around all the time. So he might be looking for someone that maybe is a teacher or a part-time worker or something. He might be specific about what he's looking for, because he doesn't want to be a case whereby the mother is chasing money and he's chasing money. So it can be an agreement with both of them. Okay, you stay at home and I, blah, 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 blah. And then there's some women as well that don't mind. Some women I know that look for specific kind of guys who like military people or doctors are not always at home. So women don't like marriages where the man is always around, So if a man, for example, is an offshore worker, because people always make this mistake, right? They think that all women are emotional. No, there's a very small fraction of women that are not emotional. I know. Do you understand? Like me, I'm not emotional. Like most of the things we talk about emotional about women, I don't identify. You understand?
Maybe you have there's a gene in you that is more masculine than
But
feminine.
because of the stereotyping, women like me don't speak up because we are afraid of being judged.
No,
Women are
there's
like,
nothing wrong in that. I mean, we've always had women that are tomboys, they are like, they behave like boys even when growing up. There's nothing wrong in that. It's not all women that are feminine. It's just like you see men too that are feminine, And if a man is feminine, for instance, it doesn't mean that the man is not a man or that he's gay. It's just characteristics of how they are built.
and then some people, and then we have to talk about love languages. Some people do like quality time, some people don't. Some women don't like, people assume that all women like quality time. All people assume that women like word of affirmation. For example, like me, I can be in a relationship for 10 years. You don't have to tell me you love me. I don't care. Whether you say it, you don't say it, I don't even care. I don't care. I'm that kind
So
of
what's your love language then?
act of service, giving, and touch. But
Okay,
not,
so you do have your love language, it's just not,
she's not the one
words
that,
of affirmation. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not words of
Everybody has love language. It's just different. Yeah.
this is different. Yeah. So for women that don't have the quality time and words of affirmation as their love language, they are perfectly suited for men that like to go offshore, travel, live in another country. They are fine. They are happy because they don't want to see the man all the time. Do you understand? So they might be looking for they can say to me, oh, I'm looking for a sailor or a pilot or a particular guy that is not around all the time because his job takes him away all the time. So that might also be another factor again. People looking for people based on occupation. But if the reason you're looking for someone is based on economics alone, then that is
Somebody is saying the investigation into the underworld said if you are earning more, you should pay more. If you are women are not meant to take care of the
no.
family.
I don't agree, and that's where they
If you
become.
are a man, be a man.
Yeah,
Okay, being a man, especially an African man. No, please, Joe.
mhm,
We are talking
yeah.
about Africans.
be a
Because the
man,
kind of respect that a Nigerian man demands is not the kind of respect that a British man,
and,
who is a
and to
white
be
British man, demands.
and to be, thank you very much. And that's the reason why they have all this power dynamics in the home, because you don't want to be the man, but you want the respect of the leader. You can't do that. You can't it won't work, because no matter what, most women, I'm not saying all, but most women are wired to desire in deep down inside them, even if they are proving, oh, I'm a ambitious woman, I'm a hardworking woman, deep down inside them there's always a princess inside
A
them.
woman is not
Take care of
built.
them.
An African woman, a
It's
Nigerian woman is not built to
doing that way,
provide.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not built, they're
Because
not
we are built to honor our husbands, to respect
Mhm,
our husbands. So if you're an African man, you better be
mhm.
ready to provide. Otherwise, don't even look for wife. Shikena.
Exactly,
And
definitely.
I know that life happens along the way, like our brother said, and that's why my heart,
Yeah.
just reached out to him, and I said, okay, I'll give you something for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something that you should just go into marriage without knowing that you are the provider. Sometimes life happens, you may lose your job, especially if you live in that part of the world in Africa. You are going through difficult times.
Mm-hmm.
She should support you. The job of
Mm-hmm.
the woman is to help you. Helpmate,
Mm-hmm.
not play. It's
Mm-hmm.
not for her to carry all the load on her head. It never works. It doesn't.
I agree. And you see, like when Uzo was saying about you love people for just love people and all that kind of stuff, it's okay. We are talking about this thing about struggling men and all that kind of stuff. But I think when you are dating someone that is struggling, there's some things you should look out for. His attitude towards money. It's a different thing if a man is struggling, he doesn't have money, right? And then he now goes like, maybe you want to go somewhere like, I cannot afford it, babe. Maybe later when I have the money, we can go. As against a guy that doesn't have money, and you say, let's go to eat. You're like, yeah, let's go. Then he gets there, you eat the biggest meal, and now look at you. I don't have anything to do. Just pay. You see, those things tell you his attitude towards money. A guy that is very comfortable collecting money from you. When the guy is collecting money from you and using excuses, hey babe, things are not okay with me, blah 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 blah. That guy obviously doesn't have a plan. He's looking to feed him for the rest of his life. There's some guys that
All of
don't.
you, especially if you are a single woman,
Yeah,
you are dating a guy, you are not married yet, and you are giving him money. Hey,
yeah, you're
Jare.
not, you're not, you're not digging a hole,
I feel
because he
sorry for you. I'm
he
so
will
sorry for you.
never ever respect you, because men have this, they want to be the king, right? So what will happen is that he would date you and you're giving him money. He sees you as a sustenance, right? Then later, when he has money, or he will use your money to go and find another girl that doesn't know anything about him, that will look at him like a savior, look at him as a king. He wants someone that doesn't know his secret. I talked about it before. So these things, if you're dating a guy that doesn't have money, you have to look at his attitude. That's the most important part, because if he
So
makes money tomorrow,
yeah, so the one that is saying that I was doing a PhD in Unilag and I'm in America now. I'm a music minister and I
oh,
must marry a doctor. What
no,
kind of signals is he sending?
that one
Is
is
he
a
looking for a wife,
no, it's a
or
gold,
is he looking for someone to do ministry,
it's
or
a
is
gold,
just a gold digger?
it's a gold. That one's a gold digger. If he's an American, all these things, he's actually a gold digger. He just wants a woman that will give him the opportunity to relax and pursue his dreams while she pays the bills. That's what he's looking for, because it's very
Doctor,
money here. It's very.
Dr. Miran, my link is in the comment section. I posted it for you. Come in. You said you have experience in this area. It's because of you, because you have many doctors here. That's why people are looking for doctors now. And they are, stressing my life. Not that I'm ever going to introduce anybody to people like this anyway. It's a waste of time.
And today I forgot, doctor, as one for what I forgot to say, right? You have to realize that most of these our brothers have been in America for a while. Like most of these ones have been
That's
40s.
why he can't tell me his age. I asked him his age. He said, no, he has been in America for 7 years. He told me how long he's been in
Yeah.
America.
Some of them have been, no, and my parents, some of them have been here for a while, like 50s, 60s, right? And some of them, I don't know if I'm right, but I'm not saying some of them, a lot of them had gotten involved in some illegal things and they went to jail. Those people they're now in the society. So they can't get they cannot get jobs, the kind of jobs anymore. They are limited the kind of jobs they can get. So most of these are most of the ones that try to find as little money as possible, go back to Nigeria, marry a nurse so they can help them, in their finances, because they can't really get the kind of jobs, like, even if they wanted to, because of their record, they can't do some things anymore. So those kind of people, you see them a lot in their 50s, 60s, when those credit card deals were booming. These men are also in the mix. Then the few brothers that came in that are not in that mix came in and they sold that message to them, not understanding where those ones are coming from. The new brothers that came in now joined them to believe in that mindset. But at the same time, all of us are in the mix, So I'm sure that guy is like in his 50s. He's not, he doesn't have any options. And that's why he's looking for someone that can pay
I
his
don't
bill.
know why he couldn't tell me his age though. That
He,
I find that very, very, very concerning.
he's
That
actually
you're asking me to matchmake you. I'm asking you for your age. You cannot tell me.
that women are desperate, they will marry anything. That's the belief that they have, that women are desperate. And that's why I want women to help us change this narrative. Let us stop being desperate. Let's change this narrative, because men will think, they will tell you things like, oh, that's after all, you keep on going to night vigil to pray for husband. Because they feel that they can do anything, misuse their life, and then come out at 60 and they want to get married and somebody willing to marry them, without nothing, without any effort, because they're a man. So I
Frank, Frank, you were in the studio before. Come back. You say you are a radiologist and you know how hard it was for you to find a honest, faithful wife. Come back into the studio if you are still here. Film girl, let me take Yolanda.
okay,
Olatobi, please take
bye.
the
Thank you.
bye. Thank you, darling. Take the Christmas tree out now, please. Hi, Yolanda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us again today. What do you have to say about this?
Listen, I find this conversation so interesting. I have had 4 doctors that offered me proposal and I turned all down
You turned them down. Why?
because, listen, I have a family of medical doctors. I have a brother that's a medical doctor. My niece is one. And of course, I work in the medical field.
Yeah.
It's not what people think. A lot of them are so emotionless and the ones that have tried to date me, they're so, oh my god, they lack emotion, they lack empathy. Doctors can be very cruel. They're not romantic at all.
Yeah, I can hear you, Yolanda. Carry
Oh,
on.
you good. You can hear me. A lot of them are not romantic at all. And another thing, people look at the finances. Mind you, they are not all doctors are millionaires. People have to understand that. They work just as hard as any profession. There are some people who are not in medicine and they make more money than doctors. So people have to understand. If I don't know why the guy is so hooked on a medical doctor, I don't know what his fantasy is, but I guess he may think that she'll take care of him. I guess maybe that too. He maybe think that she can take care of him. And a lot of people look for nurses also. I don't know why a lot of people look for nurses, but it's true. They look for nurses and they look for doctors, I guess. But I think
It's, yeah. So, but it's
I
not
don't
all
know.
doctors that are emotionless, though. Maybe the ones you've met. But I wouldn't say, oh, she's just jumped off. It's not all doctors that are emotionless. Yeah, maybe the ones you've met. There are some that, are quite loving. Yeah, you are quite loving and, quite romantic as well. The thing I knew about doctors growing up in Nigeria is the fact that they flirt a lot. Maybe the ones I knew in Nigeria. I dated a doctor once when I was in uni. Oh my God. Hmm. I can never ever forget that one. Yeah. It was just different kinds of women. Yeah. I hear he's a very big man in Nigeria now. Good luck to his wife because he's never going to change. They are who they are. That's one thing I know about doctors, but then again, it's not everybody. Depends. But personally, uh, I don't think that when you want to settle down, you should be looking at jobs. You should be looking at other things because at the end of the day, some people might not make so much money together as a couple and they will be happy. The richest 5 men in the world are divorced. Mhm. So it's not about what their job is or the income they have. It's about fusing your life together in matrimony as a couple. Are you going to be able to survive it? There's so much going on in marriage. So if you go into marriage thinking, I'm going to marry a doctor, I'm going to marry a wife, it doesn't guarantee nothing, you know? Did you know that? Don Papi, this is the only thing I agree with you on. You guys looking for back. Whenever I see your name now, that's the only thing I'm gonna remember. So, I mean, it doesn't guarantee anything. I don't think people should be looking, just like women are saying, I'm looking for a billionaire. I'm looking for a man who has bought a house. I'm looking for a man who has this. It doesn't matter. When two people agree and you share the grace of that agreement as Christians, you can do all these things. Even for this Ondo brother that wants to do ministry and go to Africa and be doing medical ministry, you don't need to marry a doctor to do it. I told him that he didn't want to listen. But you know what? Every man for himself, God for us all. Who no go, no, no. Who no go, no, no. Dr. Miran, I thought you were going to come in and share. You need to come and share your story with us. Okay, we keep hearing bits and pieces about it. You need to come and share with me. Please take my number down. Let's arrange so that you can tell us, because you married down, even though you're a medical doctor and it didn't end well. For you, you're saying that, from everything you shared with us here, that you're saying it again now, that if you're a woman and you're a higher earner, watch out for predators and financial abuse. Yeah, it didn't end up well for you. So that's what I'm saying. Even though you gave everything, you thought that, by doing all that, it's going to work. It doesn't. It doesn't. Personally, I don't think you should be looking at the job. As long are they working? Can they pay bills? That's why I gave the example when I was talking to that brother from Nigeria about somebody that I know in Nigeria that got married, this actor that got married to someone who, she's a caterer. She does catering. There's a lot of money in catering. So it depends on where you are. It's just like saying in Nigeria that somebody is a nurse or doctor. What some doctors earn in Nigeria is not even up to what nurses are earning in America. So it depends. It's not about the job. It's about how you are able to fuse your life together. But when somebody has a standpoint that, oh, I'm only going to marry a doctor, it's only a doctor. See, you will come back and give us the testimony of how that marriage will fail. It will. It will fail because you are not going into it with the right mindset. You are not looking for somebody that you will be compatible and you have the same vision, you have the same goals, that your life can easily, even with all the things that you think, compatibility, the same faith, everything, marriage is still difficult. Talk of having that mindset that I must marry a doctor. Is that that doctor or no other person? Ireo. Ireo, good luck to you. I wish you the very best. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Gistmas Day 14. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation. It's deep, even when deeper than I talk. But that Ondo brother, if you are watching, Ireo, you can't get through to me again on WhatsApp because I blocked you. You wasted enough of my time. But I'm glad that you gave us an opportunity to have this conversation. Yeah, there are so many, pick a side that if you are looking for, they are rich, go to Nigeria, you see them everywhere in the world. You see people that are rich, they have money. You can be doctor, you can be anything. Don Papi, I'll block you. I don't play like I don't follow me to play. I don't be your mate. I beg. Don't play like that. I don't like him. Stop it. If that's a joke, I beg. Just stop that nonsense. Yeah, so if you are looking for an arrangement that is purely financial so that you can go to Africa and do whatever you need to do, that's another thing. This said, Auntie B, you're forgetting that people marry for different reasons. They aren't looking to marry for what it's supposed to be, but for ulterior motives. How does that end for them? How does it normally end? It doesn't end well. The next thing you see them on social media. They start quotes, different quotes. Yes, Connor. How are you, love?
Hey, Sis B, how now?
I was just saying goodbye.
I heard you saying, I was like, I got to come in and just say hello to you.
I missed you. I heard you mentioning my name. I was watching your show.
Yes.
And you're saying, Auntie B, no one here. Oh, she just they give them.
I'm telling you, that was green. I said, keep them. Oh, I bet don't they plenty. And they count up for your hand.
I don't keep for you. I don't know where I go put them.
God will keep
mouth today, they say keep and I don't see you.
I go show, no worry. I wonder when I will
Me,
show
I
like
dey come
this.
America next year anyway, but I not sure say
Eh,
I go reach your side though, because I on our side too far.
where you go there? I feel
I
fly come
never
with
know.
you.
I want to ask
Okay.
Obodo fan, where should I go to? I want to go to two cities, so I never know where I go go.
Okay. When
Mm.
you reach, depend where you, the city where you dey, just let me know. I go fly come with you for them. No wahala.
Okay.
Mm.
I definitely go. I will come America next year. I don't miss America. I like America. I too like America.
Me
Now to
sef,
get
I
nice
got it.
things for America. Chai!
I
If I enter
know, I
shop
know.
for America, I don't open my mouth. They look like this girl. Be like say, me I carry the whole shop.
I know, but you know it for una side, me like una I like una jackets, the fitting of the jacket and the clothes. You know, the way they
Our
say they
clothes
make.
are not fitted. Yes.
Yeah, your clothes are very fitting, and I like the way it looks on the body. So for that one, I say when I come UK, I have to hold some money to buy some things because
No
I like the
wahala.
fitting, especially of your clothes. But anyway, yeah, I say make I come greet you. I watched your video yesterday when you did talk about DJ Copy. Is it? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Copy.
I was listening when I was listening to the show, and I thought it was interesting. God will bless you for, it be like
Thank
say
you,
you
my
be like
dear.
mother hen to everybody. I hope say she
Ha.
go listen to you and she go take everybody advice because I don't know. I hope so.
Thank
But
you, my dear.
yeah, I don't know what I want to for this one when you bring come on. Say people they say they want only one profession, only doctor, then they want they
He said
get
the brother said the only doctor in one marry. He said he for 7 years he never carry was in the America. He say e easy to keep yourself like that.
7 years and a man. What did they do? I don't understand. Why not marry? Maybe
He dey find doctor. He dey find medical doctor.
he
He say
never
one
see
marry
say
next
they
year.
wait. He they wait for medical doctor.
Mhm.
He be like say that one. I don't know. Not be
I mean, New
problem
York
with that
people want
one.
to free me. I'm not coming to New York. I came to New York in 2019. I no agree come out. How many of them come out? New York is not in my plan. I'm not coming to New York again. I don't meet and greet in New York in 2019. Most of you that say you will come, you didn't come out. So New York is out. I think my first point in America will be Maryland. No New York. No New York. Mm-mm. Even though my auntie will not be happy about it. I'm thinking
Yeah,
Texas. Texas,
Texas has
Maryland.
a sizable amount of
Yeah, I'm thinking. I've never been to Texas. I want to go there. I hear it's always hot.
it's always hot.
Mm,
It's flat land. It's really flat, but
mm.
I'm sure there's a lot of fun in Texas, and it's very. Texas is a huge city. You're traveling
Yes,
from one end to the other. It be like say you did go
America is
another.
so big. It's
It
so
is.
big.
It
Thanks,
is.
Tato, for that super chat, my darling. I appreciate you. You look gorgeous as usual. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk that one later. But I'm definitely coming to America next year. A lot of people are saying Atlanta, so I might consider. But America people know they come out. If I come now, I no go see you now. Uzo, where are you? Are you in Atlanta or Dallas? Where? I don't know. But now two cities I go go. But New York is not part of it. I no come New York. I beg I know they come out.
Yeah, if
Mm.
not Texas or Atlanta, we'll talk and share. Just let me know.
We'll
I
talk
go fly
later.
come.
Mm.
We'll talk on it. For this one, I don't know whether a profession really matter for person when you want it. I mean, profession don't mean anything. At the end of the day, not be the character and whether the person will give you peace, not be important pass. I mean, now personal thoughts be that too. I don't know. Now that one important pass now. I know that people want what they want, they like what they like, right? But I don't think career choice should be a reason why you should date someone. The person
Somebody dey
can
offer
have
me ticket to come New York. Oh, Frank say ticket on us. You go buy ticket, Frank. And after you talk this one, I no go see you again. Mm, I will believe it when I see it. Not with this
exactly.
YouTube. Waiting my eye never see. Ticket
I
on us.
know.
All right. Until I see the tickets before I believe. If
I
una
be
too buy
send
me
the
ticket,
ticket,
send the ticket, then I go include New
send the
York.
return ticket, then we'll
Mm,
believe you.
send the
Hmm.
ticket first of all before we see. Ticket
Exactly.
on us. I hear. Send me the ticket. I hear. Thank you. Carry on, my darling. I don't miss you. Seriously.
Me sef don miss you. Yesterday when I last said I
And I
have to
mention your
call
name
you.
every day. I say, where am I? Yeah, oh.
I
I just say
know.
you busy.
I dey
Mm.
here. You know, say Peter Obi thing don dey near. So
Not
fire, we
near,
dey
oh.
fire
It's
back
very,
to
very
back.
near. Mm.
It's like 73 days away, and he go definitely win by the grace of the creator of all things. So he go
Yes.
definitely win. So we just a push him. And say people there on the other side, maybe they try to bring false information. So we did there to correct some information and to be making a lot of noise, to let people, especially at home, not be discouraged too. So when those of us when we're in Nigeria, the mindset, the mentality, not challenge. So sometimes you have to keep shouting and talking. I'm not saying everybody,
Yes.
because I understand that it's not everybody that has that mindset, but majority of people for Nigeria, the mindset is just some. But I'm very glad that a lot of people's eyes are opening and they're seeing it for what it is. Thank God for social media. Say this social media, with all the bad things when they happen, this social media it don't benefit Nigeria in such a way that the generation before us, my God, there's no way they could have achieved what we're achieving right now. So now to continue to they push forward, so now that one make me they kind of scarce. But today we quick finish for the platform. Now I say you may I check whether you did on. I don't know say you even get any
Now,
um
Gistmas now, every day I'm on every day. Sometimes live stream, sometimes video, but every day I drop something every day.
right. So when I know say you come yesterday. So when I checked, my notification was on, so I just joined in. So anyway, like
Somebody
I was
asked this very good question. Oh my, yeah, I like this question. Film girl said, "What happens if the doctor injure their hands or they lose their license? You know, go love them again."
exactly. So now I'm not sure say career get anything to do with your life partner choices. It's a very myopic and narrow way of looking at life. Because the truth is that the person fit dey very good with books, very smart book wise, sabi take tests, pass them once. There are people like that, but they not get so there's no socially they're very awkward. Socially they don't know what's happening. They don't know their left from their right, or they have a lot of pent up. Oh, matter of fact, I did date a doctor very briefly though. I couldn't deal.
The
The
one I
guy
dated was
was
in
the
Nigeria. He
oh,
was, he was. What can I use to describe him? This guy was. Jesus! I don't think he has a faithful bone in his body.
my
He was a
this
big
one.
cheat. Hmm.
Can you imagine that? Yeah, I've heard that some of them can be flirts, but this one had a terrible attitude, badly behaved man. Now America for you, but extremely badly behaved, very the ego, he big past the whole world joined
Steve,
together.
now maybe doctor. I'm a doctor.
Oh my God.
So
Now I say, "Ooh." You understand? So I don't, so it's not a yard. I won't use it as a yardstick. Oh, career help. Not be peace of mind, not be matter pass. You understand? Of course, you get every water get level, right? So everybody go get their level one way or the other. But go look, not be the waiting the person, not be
now I know the
career go
cook. Yeah.
determine that,
Not
not
the
be determining factor. As long as the person and you is sabi treat you with respect, you get peace of mind. You dey okay with the person. What else? Career no mean anything, because if he lose in license tomorrow, as film get talk, if he lose am, if he lose in hand, wetin go happen? There are many doctors that their license have been suspended. They can't
yes.
practice ever. There's so
Yes.
many professionals that their licenses have been suspended. They have to now go and start all over again. So I beg, all those things no matter. For me, I don't know. Everybody to each their own. But for the person when saying they wait 7 years because they look for doctor, they go wait tire. Because even the doctors themselves are looking for, some of them are looking for partners that are sane, that even when they come home with all their busy schedule, they have somebody at home that is sane that they can talk to. So I don't know where that one they come from. But in any case, I go leave am for you. I don't get much to talk. Sister B, it's so good to see you. You are looking fresh every
Thank
day.
you,
You
my
just dey
dear.
give us if all of us, all the single girls now show with you, now you they go rush
Now
show.
me they go choose.
Hey, now you they go they rush
But,
show.
but you know what? Look at the I'm here. You want make me start another story again. But you know the funny thing, as a woman, I feel say no matter the stage where you there, it's good for you to stay there. I feel attract person where go like you. Because say
Absolutely.
I like you. We go one of our friend carry us go show the other day. One of my friend had her 50th birthday not too long ago. And we have a group of friends who supported her and everything. So she decided to reward us with tickets to go watch Helen Paul. Took us
Okay,
to go.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, it was really. I mean, the show was crap anyway, but it was
Yeah,
nice to hang out with my friends.
yeah.
And the point I'm going is that when we can't stand like this, they wait. One guy come meet me, say, say you be fine, babe. Oh, say your friend saying like me.
You wait till I talk just now. You know,
And
see,
then I say, I'm married. He say, oh, sorry, I didn't know. But let me tell you something. I no go lie. No woman for this life, no woman for this life, no matter how you old rich, no matter how you don't marry they rich when you know they like, and when people still find that you are
no,
attractive
no,
to
of
the
course.
babe.
It's even a good thing when you
Yeah,
look
it
good
makes
the
you
way
feel
you
good
do.
about yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it really tells a lot about how you feel about yourself and
Yeah.
how you take care of yourself. So that's what
Mm.
is actually evident. It's not the fact that other people, a lot of guys are going to hit on you, even though, yes, that's a given.
They
But I
do.
mean,
They do. I will hear that some they specialize in married women say that
married
they like
women, yes, there's some men that
something we
go
not go
after.
see for this life now.
Yes. And there's some women who go after specifically married men. That's just what they want. They
It's
like that
unfortunate.
challenge of I took him from I don't understand that kind of one, Sha.
Nelly,
Because that one
Nelly,
I don't understand it.
Nelly say he sweet me. He sweet me, but I mean, it's not new. I get it all the time. I get people who check me out all the time and say they like me. So it's not even for my DM,
Eh,
for Instagram all the time. I get it. So I'm used to
yeah,
it.
it's not. I mean, you should. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's no big deal. I'm used to
It's
it.
not a big deal, and it's good to feel good, and it's good for. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people admiring the fact that you
People
look
will
good,
always admire
and
you.
yeah,
Whether you're a man or a woman, you will always find someone that admires you.
that
And
admires you.
if you have a public profile like myself, my face is always here. If you
Yeah,
people see me, they can even say I love you, but it's whether you act on
exactly.
it or not. That's what matters. So yeah.
Exactly. That's what matters. And I don't think there's any, I think it's healthy anyway for other people to find you attractive.
It's
Well,
harmless. I mean, it
it's
doesn't do
very
anything.
harmless and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm
Mhm.
just teasing you as in all the single people in the house. You better
And
step
mention
up your game.
and they tell you not to ginger. You
Eh?
got to package.
Exactly.
You got to
Step up
package
your
yourself, man.
game.
Where you bump picking, bump picking, no matter. You got
It
to
don't
package.
matter,
Yeah,
looking fly
package.
all the time.
Make
No,
all
I
your
really
girls are, everything is
Yeah, I
looking
really I
perfect.
love looking at your pictures because you really, really look good. You take the
Thank
time.
you.
I really appreciate that about you. And then I saw
Ah,
Cynthia. Cynthia now beautiful. Hey, Cynthia.
Cynthia
Hey,
is a fine babe, oh.
Cynthia fine. I say hip,
A
hip,
fine
hip,
girl.
hip,
Yeah,
Cynthia, oh, queen and more. Hey!
yeah,
And
yeah.
I know where she carved this picture, this profile picture. I see the picture for your page. I see all that. I want comment for Cynthia. I say all the other women go be like, say, no, only Cynthia I like pass. Now I just
No,
rest. I
Cynthia,
just
they're all
enjoy
fine.
the
Over the
pictures
farm.
with
I
you.
make somebody they find doctor for here now. Say if I no introduce them to doctor. Una too much. All of una. He say the way they describe us, he say this platform, intelligence, education, everything. Say una get time, una they exposed, una sabi. He said that women when sabi. Now why they find doctor? But we not give you doctor. If you they find wife, I beg.
Fine well.
Can't
Which
be
one be
doctor. You
doctor?
be doctor.
Exactly.
You be
Exactly.
instrumentalist, you dey find doctor to marry. I beg, Ogbeni. Back well.
If they look for who will come pay him bills, may you talk through. That's all.
Instrumentalist. What be your job till today? You know, tell me. I have a PhD.
Oh,
I have a master's. Shey you wan fẹ́ jẹ. Àìmọye go to
exactly.
Nigeria and see PhD holder. Wọ́n pọ̀. They full everywhere. Now that one want
I'm
chop. I
telling
beg.
you.
Yeah.
PhD dime a dozen. Are you kidding me? I better leave that,
Wetin you
honestly.
dey do for America now? Wetin I ask you till today? I don't get
Uh-huh.
answer. I'm an
Oh,
instrumentalist. Instrumentalist.
instrumentalist now, musician.
I don't know. Same be instrumentalist na im job wey they do wey they find doctor.
You know well. Now who go pay bill they look for? I bet may go sit down,
We
may
know
rest.
the but the farm, if you be doctor, you stay for Texas area. They say Texas big sha, but watch out for Undo man that is looking for doctor. Please. You too. If you are a doctor, be looking for somebody that is a consultant. You deserve it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Someone
You
that's on
see,
the board.
these days now, what we've been hearing so far, even from film girl and other girls, is that men are not afraid to look for what they want now. So you women too, ask for what you want. Don't be afraid. Women like to settle. One or two like to settle. Now we dey talk
Tranquility
yesterday.
say you need astronaut. We are in trouble. We like say what they make demand now.
He said astronaut he want to no matter. It is
Oh
well.
my God. Tranquility,
Mm.
nothing do you. Since everybody is saying they want one career or
He
the other,
said astronaut he
why
wants.
don't you just reach
Before
for
you
the
know that, he said
sky?
a pilot. I want pilots. It is okay. What you
I
need is
know.
somebody that will give you peace, somebody that you can build together, that there's a word in Yoruba. that says that you understand your language. That language doesn't mean language
Yes.
like we're speaking English now. It
Yes.
means that you align. You and that
Yes.
person align. Say
Yes.
èdè yín yéra yín, èdè. That èdè is
Exactly.
not language that you speak, it's about alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Falling like that. That's the person you want.
Exactly.
You don't want a doctor, pilot, or astronaut, all those ones. It don't matter.
Tranquility won't reach to the moon. I
You
make
fit get
time look for
astronaut wey dey give
astronaut.
you passport. You fit marry doctor wey na him go first give you slap for house. Say, are you normal? Are you okay? Get out of my house.
Exactly. It's my house. It's my car.
Get out of
Get
my house. You
out
go
of
put
my
your
house.
bag. You
I
go do
bought
like
the
as
clothes you
Angela
have on.
Bassett do for that film. You go say, get your shirt and get
Exactly. You go humble by force. You when they find
out.
doctor, you go weak. Say doctor, they talk to you like that. Sister B, I love you, Jerry. I say make I
Love
come
you,
check in.
Amaya. It's so nice
Eh?
to have you. Thank you very
Same
much,
here. Thank you
darling.
so much. We will
Lovely
see
talking to
again.
you. All right, darling. Take
Eh.
care.
All
See you
right then. You
soon.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Dear's world, you're not serious. You want a footballer because I want to be a wag and shop till I drop. Film guy say I want president. Oh my God. You that said that you don't mind a man that will go for 1 year, you will not see the man. Which president? President doesn't go anywhere, film girl. That will not fit you. What you need is a sailor that will sail to Africa and won't come back in 365 days. Oh God. Right. Let's call it a day today. It's been fun, right? Did you enjoy the show? Somebody said they laughed so much. Peace. I laughed so much today. What a great show. Give us a thumbs up then if you enjoyed it, right? Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all my contributors. Temi T, I appreciate you. Thank you for that brother that called from Nigeria. We're going to send you something. Ajibola said, a plastic surgeon will be useful to take care of my big stomach. Oh, sis, why are you doing this now? You don't have a big stomach. Everybody wants to marry. Okay. I guess that Ondo brother opened the door for people to say, he said, I need a medical a plastic surgeon that will come and help me to do tummy talk. Oh, it is well, oh. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. I hope you are enjoying Gistmas. Give us a thumbs up. Please share the video, like. At the end of the day, I pray that God will help people who are looking to choose rightly. Choose the right one for you. Don't choose because of job. Don't choose because of profession. Choose because you feel like you align. Don't go and choose profession, no, because anything can happen. It is well with us. Thank you so much, everybody. And there will be a video tomorrow. So put your notification on and see you. Cynthia, I'm not going to forget what you did today. I brought you into the show and you totally took me. You took me out without discussion. But you know I love you. Otherwise, thanks, guys. Take care of yourself and speak soon. Bye, guys.